able to deal with him. Some of the best highlights were actually some of these setups where Loud had the perfect reads, and they knew at what time of the round that was going to happen. They absolutely bossed the middle round.
This is where we find out, was it a bad performance from Optic, an off day before, and you find the validity in the answer of, was this now Loud fully answering them, fully understanding what makes Optic great on this map, or can Loud do that again? Has been.
Is the monitor hot?
So many more
oh, it is!
coming into this. We look
oh my god!
side here, and it's Optic starting out.
There, I barely touched my monitor.
Glance towards the defending side of Loud, already exploring a little towards short. Pop flash, popping a flash in towards showers, noting nothing so far.
Marv actually positioned outside, and on the back of that sound cue.
Are you drunk? Let me tell you, this coconut water hits different.
Away from this. An early progress for Ye and Crashies here. There's only one member. Les has been left to try and anchor on B site here, and haven't really progressed anywhere else on the map. No real confirmed information elsewhere.
And first contact made, noting Ye and the follow-up. So you're now going to know at least 2 players towards long, so he's got to try and play his life. Already Ye's going to
Les just has to hold his ass.
Take all that elbow control away, force him towards CT. This is a full-on retake 5v5.
Spike planted.
No, actually, look, Optic look to push even further through. Crashies will find less, and that's an early kill to concede in this retake. Nobody else even really set up close enough to capitalize on that contact.
Now I'm looking towards maybe the pressure that's going to come in from Hookah. Victor does need to readjust towards Tube, down to 73 HP, but there's no time now, and Sassy just finds Victor. Ye overextends towards CT, and the punish on the timing here. They've actually carved space for themselves. And timing, they're still going to get a little bit of a wiggle on here. But the fight towards CT, CT is found, and now Marv.
Oh!
Gets 3 from elbow. The rest of his team crumbled around him, and Marv still delivers.
What an insane turnaround on that for the Red Bull clutch. Just when it all looked going so well for Loud. Even find this first one. Beautifully done. Surgical precision from Marv. You can see, yeah.
Because the retake until that point looked
It might be behind 20 minutes or 20 seconds.
Optic were crumbling ahead of that.
1, 2, 3.
Get out of here. Well, we've got Stingers coming out. We've got no armor behind it, though. So it's purely Stingers with a little bit of utility. That's about it.
This could dampen the next purchase, so what can they achieve off this?
Let's see. And first contact found in the success. Sassy's already got it.
They hit the force pie with the Stingers.
And now if you're Optic, you're not expecting this.
What the fuck?
Damage. Loud and making it count.
This is not a. This is a railgun.
Here in round 2.
Marv.
They're actually beating the players with that weapon.
Flash actually should just catch him, so
my gun doesn't do that.
Crashes on the other side, nothing to act upon.
Where to get your merch? Tenz.gg.
Still got 2 towards long here. I mean, Sassy's got the upgrade. Already this rotation coming through from Les, but he's only got a frenzy in hand. Sadak wisely respecting this.
Thought he was going to sit a little bit deeper towards CT, but actually Marv wants to provide almost more. Maybe dig him out of this hole they're sitting in towards, getting up close and personal to the Stingers. The man's absolutely tearing into them. Has at least given them a 1v2, right? Like he's done the best he could potentially.
This flash could be crucial.
Okay, confirms his attendance. Spots one towards Heaven. He now notes both the players. He wants the fight towards Heaven and he gets it. And now looks towards the follow-up.
Did Brim have a smoke?
Closer and the pop flash has to be good. He's called him. A little bit of a turn though. Pancada's got the gun back out. He's ready to fight on this tap on the spike and the push. He sprays
oh my god.
Wildly, and Crashies could not care. Damage achieved though, Mike.
4 will fall for Optic with his back-to-back Red Bull clutches.
Marv has the ulti.
Getting Optic on the board here to start bind. Again, with that Stinger purchase coming through, we'll see what the gaps now within this purchase.
When does lunch menu open up for McDonald's?
Even to flip this back.
Asking for a friend.
Actually, that's with Marv getting hyper aggressive with that smoke. Live from the Hex quarters. The watch party all lined up.
10 and 11? Okay, it's 8:42 right now. I just can't do fast food breakfast. That shit's awful.
Some utility missing. Sassy actually going to offset this now with the ultimate being available. Crashies on the other side will grab the orb in showers.
That's not even like an opinion. That's just fact.
Marv actually has the orbital strike online.
Never shall I put a bagged egg in my fucking mouth.
Could be
willingly.
a post-plant scenario here as well. They can get themselves there. Actually,
Whoa.
FNS gets ahead of it.
Look how far he'd progressed. That, to me, was such a surprising factor that no one had noticed him until now. Same to be said for Aspas. No one towards it, but the trade comes in. So position now removed, bit of a one and done. Now what remains is, well, less. Still connecting, but the trade's still coming. They're really fighting for the site. Now, plant comes in, Optic.
Hash browns are fine.
Towards a decent post plant. See how far those Seekers go. They know they've got a little bit of time to work on this now.
Rifle isn't posted, but shouldn't actually catch anybody here, so...
Somewhat telling in itself, but I'm going to give away the full picture. Yay posted on the angle. Ooh, the timing! He gets to look back, but Pancada picked up his teammate. And now the 1v2. Trying to slip the net here, fall away towards the site and play the timing, but already on the site is Sarsi sitting pretty. Pancada's on 5. This is the kill. He turns.
Oh my god.
Back in time. Dips around. The movement's gorgeous, and Pancada is just
he's
hemorrhaging
saved.
blood. He's got to get out of there. That's more than enough done for Yay. Big round for Optic.
Just when you think Sassy's going to catch the god timing and find that kill, Yay flicks back onto him. Another Red Bull clutch.
How many we had so far?
There's been 3 rounds.
Right.
There's been 3 clutches.
Sounds good to me.
Coming right down to the wire here.
Remaining.
Like the Pancada even survives this here. That's,
All right, man.
what a readjustment. I mean, you just never have an advantageous engagement with Yay.
Apparently
Like,
not.
if he's got a gun in his hand.
Yeah. I don't know. I wouldn't put a knife past him at this point. Anything else? It's just it seems.
I gotta move my monitor even
he's far too
closer.
Good at this game, with everything. And now we're going to see the knock-on effect of the money being shredded into.
What?
his hand.
What?
Sorry. Why is their stinger so much better than mine?
Oh, we talked about this last time. That's Victor, though. They've isolated him so early on. The flash didn't even catch. Yay. He smells something.
There's something wrong in the showers, man. It ain't looking right.
I think he was actually spamming on the core of the wall. Actually, look at this, though. Optic
burst
re-aggressing back onto Hookah.
They've doubled back into this with a little bit of presence shown and a beautiful shot towards CT. Ye's patience.
I'm telling you, smell the
Let's go.
headshot.
And this buy that wasn't meant to be much, to be fair for Loud, did do a little bit of that initial damage on Victor, but it does seem as though, again, we're seeing that composure from Optic. This is what you want to be seeing, though. Keep control of these early moments, these early rounds, because you know that Loud have that capability to go late game, and the flash.
The flash caught
Come on.
Sadak. And the spike's going to immediately make its way towards B. I mean, FNS already got tons of space to work with. Marv gets even deeper. The Sadak, he's reading it. He knows Yay is somewhere.
Spike planted.
Lurking back over towards A site. And Yay's got the info now.
You just don't love the idea that this man is anywhere near you, just lingering around. The killer in the shower. And Optic makes it 4. I've got to say, so far, so good, but I still feel like we haven't seen Loud on that full, comfortable purchase yet. We're still waiting for all the other, I guess, essentials to fall into place.
Let's actually look at that statistic as well, talking about it being a strong map for Optic. Loud, undefeated on Bind across Stage 2 and Champions, 5-0. Obviously noting that previous matchup as well. They have to answer back here. You've seen glimmers of getting a little proactive. We'll see with the previous catching Victor off. Well, now actually Optic going to adjust away from that. Bit of info early on here from Sadak. We'll note long presence towards Fountain. Slight adjustment here to be less. Looking to just anchor from that hookah position.
What a different tempo.
Yeah, he's the boogeyman. Is it Baba Yaga or something like that?
Scoreline.
What's that? What's that shit from John Wick?
Optic can slip back into that more methodical approach. Late probe sent out here towards Showers.
He is not the boogeyman.
Either Yay or
He's
Marv
the
to
one
wrap
you
up
sent to
their time
kill
in
the fucking boogeyman.
But no confirmed information on the setup just yet.
No. Victor once again left to his own devices. The flash will did not find him. Did not give away that he was here, so might be able to find some value.
Yeah, no, John Wick movies are amazing.
No real deep
Kind of
steps
just
towards the site yet.
Posturing on short here and
Double
looking to
down.
get back behind that denial of
30
information
seconds
from Victor. Leave FNS in a position here, but it's only 25 seconds. They actually resort back towards A site.
Do they clear him in time? Do they even use close utility on this? Aspas is ahead of it, and he pulls the trigger on the first. Takes out Crashy's Pancada by his side. Is doing so much damage. 10 seconds now. Yeah, he's out though. Unleashed. And now with 10 seconds, they got to get the plant. Can anything deny it? The ult gets popped, and they need to get the site under control. Damage achieved.
Oh, he got off.
Yay! Gonna just try and get that plant down the street.
Oh.
It was a little
Oh.
wide, but that one connects. And now just the one man, and it's Sadak this time. Finds Jay and finds the round.
They get themselves on the board.
No, that actually wrote that.
Just when
Not
the
Rose.
Viper's bit comes out,
I read
they
Rose
Optic
ult. That
are gonna be able
wasn't.
to set up
Honestly,
a stranglehold
dude,
behind that plant.
the way he pulled it out, like that was such a cool ult.
Just take advantage of that timing. Catch a kill when it's seemingly Sadak solo here. Beautiful pinching. Yeah, he actually noted very early on as well. There's just too much happening elsewhere. Optic can't recover, can't act upon that information. But
Yeah,
that's
it was
just
more of like a zoning ult. If someone ego peeks into it, they die.
Ultimate's coming online now for Loud. Seekers, Orbital Strike, Viper's Pit of their own. Actually potential here for Les to throw that down in Hookah again, but Optic switching things up a little bit.
You want to play?
A bit early round
Let's
positioning.
play.
No default spread. It's 3 towards Showers now.
Spike drop.
Much different. Now, yeah, he's on the tour de force. But this close play now for a second time, but Pancada's the one to succeed towards Showers. And that's
Oh, he wasn't ready for that. He
was a real nuisance at the moment. I love this close hold, and it's going to force Optic to be absolutely
Holy
on
shit.
their toes at all times. Pop
They're
flash
trades.
From Showers finds nothing. Crashy's just trying to forge any sort of steps ahead.
Oh,
Crash
he has
towards
been
CT,
eaten alive.
So surrounded here, slowly being closed in on by
Oh,
Les.
he's been eaten
Forced
twice.
to be seen, and there it is, closed down, but Loud becoming really well equipped with dealing with this hit from Optic.
Yeah, and that's actually Optic completely switching up the pace as well. Said, huge kill from Pancada, and to slip away and confirm that information behind that first blood. Allowed Optic to set up, and yeah, actually
Actually getting
backstab
double dogged.
Pancada.
That's quite
Credit
unfortunate.
to Aspas there. The contingency in place for that A-site hold. What can Loud do with this now? 2 strung together.
For real,
Slight
for real.
investment here from Optic. Guardian. Armed as a rifle, a judge for Victor. Well, he's going to look to double satchel in here, try and find a kill. Unless, got to be careful, I was going to say, with that Viper's Pit being thrown down.
Straight in.
Oh, Vix.
Victor gets ahead of it.
Yeah, Victor's
This is
already
huge.
closed through kind of the spray behind trying to sell a tail, but it looks like Les is considering. I wonder if he's seen this.
He didn't get noted with the Trailblazer.
He absolutely did not. Still getting away with it. I feel like they're so aware of the possibility. Now 100% sure.
Les is dead.
Is it so much danger? 6 HP, he can't get away. Yeah, he spams the one to silence him. Now Pancada, Sadak, and Aspas in danger. And they try and re-explore their options, and Optic having none of it. Just Aspas now, and for him, sadly, wrong site. Couldn't have left anytime sooner. Had to stick around just in case, but as it stands, Plant gonna come in, and Optic 5 strong.
And credit to just the IGL here from FNS. Reading that Viper's Pit is up, Victor immediately gets behind it. They can create so much pressure. I mean, Les is faced there with either letting it completely expire or challenging. Victor's done so well to remove that control early on. Aspas just now left to hold on to the Phantom. Like I said, this was a slight investment, but it's going to be a big boom to the economy. You look at what's carried out of this round now, and they've had the upgrades. Still have the showstopper, which on a lesser purchase, again, you can almost throw in here. But
This might be a stupid question. What kind of shoes does Neon wear? I would assume she wears running shoes, right?
For Loud. Optic,
yeah.
I think an opportunity to potentially apply a bit of pressure to the finances here as well. Yeah, slight force up.
Away with down.
Let's see what they go for. As it stands, is it that similar approach? Are they curious to see what the purchase is? Because again, you may not be certain to exactly what extent.
Question of the year.
I mean, since they pulled Victor away from Hookah, they're applying a bit of pressure towards A site. Loud will have 3 here once again. See at least here, much earlier on. Information probes being sent out, the boom bot, the flash as well. Even just plant the seeds and potentially keep those 3 Loud members locked onto A site. A much quicker peel away from this setup out Showers this time around. But Sassy with Great reactive utility here. Nothing noted on short.
No, nothing noted on either side.
My
of the
hair
map.
is
They send out the Prowler and the Flash.
so annoying
Nothing
right
on
now.
either side. So somebody's going to be kept guessing, noting that Optic will be playing with that, slightly more tempered pace, sitting a little bit safer somewhere. And now with a lot of utility invested towards this B side, it feels so likely.
So that posted this. Got to be careful.
Yeah, I
here.
think.
Actually, a trade-off of headshots, I think.
I think we've seen this lineup before. Yep. Observers well.
Does
and
it
truly
get in the
for it.
tube?
So clearing site pretty comprehensively, but already going to allow you to know that it's probably sitting towards CT or elbow. Site itself should be clear. Now, Victor going to commit! He's gone fully into this one, and you're absolutely right. Seeker's setting it into motion. TP taken, Ye going to at least find one of them. And now 3 standing. Pancada, Les, and Sarsi, where are they? 2 towards CT and 1 lingering around short, and that goes Les. They're really running out of options here, and I think they want to keep these weapons.
Yeah, got to settle for it here. It's another one Loud. Have to watch pass them by. Nothing left
Gets
here.
on the tube.
Aspas on 2300, but you see Sassy down on 100, Pancada on 50 credits, even with the light shield. Marv actually looking to apply a little bit of pressure here. We can already see Loud on the X-ray though. Navigate their way towards holding onto these rifles. You noted it. Great reactive utility from Sassy, and actually on both sides here. Perfect timing, and Optic explode behind that. Like I said, they respect the showstopper. They back away all the way into elbow, but like I said, the Seekers aren't dealt with early enough. They have the perfect information.
So
you can see here on the minimap, both of them indicating at the same time. Just literally gifting Victor at least 1 kill and a ton of damage onto the second.
And the overspill almost negating the round completely at that point. It's like, well, might as well back from this. And you got to say it. You said this was a round where this could be very punishing towards Loud's economy. This could now start spiraling. Well, we're seeing that here. Trade of blows at the very beginning. They're going to find Sassy. The fight back in on towards Mark.
Oh my.
Apparently the soldier's going to power on through. F&S. First foot forward towards the site, and Pancada left in no man's land, but he makes it his own.
Oh my.
And loses. Victor reigning supreme. The Pong going to come in, and this is just
Dude, Optic are plowing through them right now.
The other 2 players really considered quite quickly on the flank here.
Yeah, actually, if they can keep 4 alive here, they can effectively buy out for the rest of the half. Eyes go towards Optic and how clean they can convert this post plant. A Sheriff and a Phantom to work with. Still good utility available, but... okay.
Okay, that's a little bit of a can opener there, isn't it? This is on the case. But there's not time. There just isn't time. You can see the setup. Unless, sadly, looking to try and hunt someone out here, but I think he's very much wise to it, and he is. Yeah, you're not going to get the best of him in that. Optic keeping 3 standing, still moving forward well enough to build up their funds here. They're starting to get towards maxing out money to a degree, and 9k already on towards Marv. And it's time to pull the emergency brakes, right? Trying to get a little bit ahead of the curve here, maybe close out as best they can in this half here for Loud, because sitting on 2 rounds is not enough. Now, we already noted this is certainly not a bad map for them. This is where they best Optic before. But I think this is, 1, an elevated Optic, and 2, Loud don't have that same impact this time.
Yeah, and the big difference is we're seeing similar trends to what we saw on Ascent, right? Optic's decisiveness on the back of early round information. Actually, this previous, where Loud looked to take away that early showers control, right? It's a 1-for-1. It doesn't really favor the defensive side at all in that regard, because Optic have the numbers behind that. They have the numbers behind that opening engagement to just exploit it. So I'm really looking for Loud to kind of dial it back a little bit. And that might sound crazy against a team like Optic, where they are a very slow burn team.
Is it KO Molly or KO Nade? You can say either. I mean,
Loud have to slow
to be more proper, it is a nade. It's not really a Molly. But you can say whatever. Molly and nade do the same shit. Well, minus... Actually, you know what? It's more of a Molly. Now I thought about it. It's a Molly nade. It's both. Yeah, I just realized nade is like a raised nade.
Fundamentally, Optic look world class right now.
Yeah, extremely solid between Ye and Marv doing extremely well themselves. 11 kills apiece, but everyone's doing what they need to. It's not like one player is creating you all of your chances, but yeah, as it stands, Loud unable to really find the answer. So this timeout hopefully could be the catalyst to get back into this game. Find maybe a little bit of room, right? Do something.
Big adjustment here. It's actually the operator posted up to enable Victor to take some of this control.
Yeah,
Actually,
terrified
previously,
to
Loud
do
looked
this.
great for mitigating this, but yeah, he's creeping onto the angle.
Oh,
Found it.
time looks different when he's playing.
It does. It
Seconds
really
just seem
does.
so much longer, and these players are so damn good. That's Aspas, by the way.
Yeah, visually
yeah,
it is a
like that
nade,
eternity to
but it
shoot
functions
towards.
as a molly.
Now there could be problems though. Got to be stilling the nerves. There could have been a punish on it, but no, they actually get to keep their lives. Didn't get to gap close in time for Sassy.
Now you give Optic time to set up behind that first blood. I'm not saying that's going to be checked here. He hasn't played this spot just yet. Crashes with the Trailblazer though. That's what you got to hope for.
And hello. Oh dear.
You got one.
Feeling good at that moment, are you? Still actually able to get one, so finding some value, even if not much. So we look to where this now swings, and it's back towards Sassy.
Oh wait.
It's so early though that it's drawn the rotation, right? Pancada comes all the way
Of course,
across
you have
towards
to.
A site. He has to, you're right. Sassy has to go huge here for now.
Oh my
A
god.
little bit of
Man
utility,
standing.
but they're going back towards A. And now Pancada gets a shot at it. Maybe a
One tap?
chance to change the tone of this round. The cross
Almost.
now
The
made.
orbital strike
Spikes on the...
and the molly as well.
They have to go for this. And then Crashy's going to get away with his life for 10 seconds now.
10 seconds
He's going
left.
to take some damage from this potentially. Let's see if that molly gets invested. No! Yay denies it. And now saves security for the plant. Crashy's gets that down, and Sassy barely made it away from B site.
I still hadn't moved. He was so conscious of somebody being left in that lurk.
Sure.
Optic are playing so reactively right now. Loud can barely get a grip on when they should rotate because there's pressure on both sides, and Optic's ability to see. How does he still find that? How does he actually adjust and find that kill? Like I said, Optic are just running rings around Loud.
They're hitting their stride here, and I was worried that maybe the impact from game one could have had a negative effect. I feel as though if anything, it's just turn the pace up, turn the heat up. And again, yay, this opener. Saving this in case that maybe, that molly came in.
I think this
the plant
map
even
goes in
further.
Optic's
There was
way.
So much potential danger, but as I said,
I think it does.
navigating away from that. And once again, we're left
Not a
with
jinx.
2 rounds for Loud, and that's it. They've been held on 2.
Because last time, the only I think Loud could
For Loud,
pull
though.
through was because they made it 6-6.
So the best chances.
And
they've
right now,
had.
like Optic
Yeah,
has the potential for a 10-2 right
It looked
now.
like
Scout destroyed.
almost doing better
Like their
with
money
the
is shit right
rifles.
now. Their
Like I said,
economy
they
is
just
booming.
haven't had
Here.
any opportunity to create advantages here. Loud have really been put on the back foot. You've got to give Optic credit in that regard.
Oh, and the follow-up spam. He reads it so well. Sadek just getting punished now. First man found. There are 2 more to clear. Over towards Lamps, and Crash is already on the case with that. Does have a flash if he wants to really try and set something into motion, but they're just holding. They're holding to see if anyone dares to try and walk out from
The
this.
same thing again, it's such a free first blood. The Optic can
much-
just sit there and let it sweat for a second.
Clearing showers, nothing there. You're starting to get a little paranoid. Where are they? Where are these people waiting? Because again, look towards Ye. He already kind of explored up short. He had a little look towards Hookah, nothing there. Now he's falling back with the rest of them. They've been working out mentally. They've got to be in some ratty corner, which is
that a
exactly
judge?
where they are now.
Crash has got another flash
No,
now,
that's-
yeah.
no, that's
There it
Let's
is.
put FNS in.
And it's a fake
It's a fake flash!
They fell for it. Hook, line, and sinker. Backs turned. FNS with the
30
freest
seconds
kills of
left.
his life.
Spike planted.
Oh, Aspas and Sassy
Last
have to
player
try and
standing.
recover anything they can. And now it's
See,
just one.
Optic's playing more like Optic right now.
Oh no. You got Ye on one side. Spamming through the wall!
What? What?
Yeah, this is the
Last
round, man. This is
in
the round.
half.
The fake flash into the wall bang. Fair enough. 2-9 now.
And Optic have just been, like I said, so fundamentally solid.
Yeah.
The look at the position they're in now for round
Look
12.
at this.
Pancada was waiting half a week to find that flash.
Oh, that part
We're
wang
at
bang.
1.6.
I didn't even know that part is.
Hit that.
Paper walls.
I knew the left side, but I didn't know the right side.
Okay.
Today I learned
Yeah, there we are.
there's going to be an Odin there in every ranked game now.
Brilliant. Just what none of us wanted. And we go. Not as much information as they'd like on this, but now the confidence brimming with Optic. An absolutely glorious half here, even if you get through. -3, why did I even say it? Why did I think about it? The curse could come to life. But with the fundamentals being
Curse.
You want to
so
play?
gorgeous.
Curse not for this
really,
match.
Really drilled. Gotta feel this is the one for them. This map looking highly likely. Plenty of ults to invest as well for themselves here.
Blinded.
To wrap this one up with a bow at least into the first half. Well, considering committing.
Can you see the mini map when you get dog? Like when you get
Orbital strike is
what is it called? When your eyes are taken away from you.
Sassy and Pancada have backed away for Garden now towards elbow. You see the ping coming through onto the TP. I don't know if they've misread this flash, but they're creeping back towards the triple stack of Loud. Trailblazer will find Sadak once again. And it's all a pump.
It's a fake. It's a fake.
And look,
Yeah, we'll get a kill right here.
Rotation. It's so smart. They show all of that leg. They get, try and get all the attention towards A. Post J up into Tuka to try and catch one of them. Now, fortunate enough for Pancada, he's diligent as hell. He did not fully cross, and they're holding the site right now. Seekers go in, they got to try and crunch towards elbow. They need some sort of control. You're going to have the ult come in, try and secure CT, and Ye going for it again. Trying to find any wall he can just to get the hell.
Damn, they hit everyone with that.
Nightfall comes
Oh my god.
in, and now Vision is fine, but the Q's going to be limited, but Victor doesn't mind, turns the flash just fine. Back to business! Back-to-back kills! And Aspas, the last man standing. Viper's pit in the way, 2 holding the cross. There ain't no way out of here. He is surrounded. He is looking dead and buried.
Down to 29 HP now. Ye just posted on this angle. Would need nothing short of a miracle, but Optic happy to sit in this crossfire. Let this clock tick down, and Victor to deal the killing blow. A 10-2 half from Optic. Loud left struggling for answers here on map 2.
Your prediction for this map?
Again, it just
I wonder.
Marvin Ye.
I think
half. A number of times it's such
I'm certain this is an Optic map right here.
Optic obviously being so versatile. Like I said, Loud just couldn't really set up for anything. And previously where they found success, where they found value in dealing with Victor, yes, he's down at 7-7, but it was absolutely absent here.
You're right, and the flawless fundamentals hitting for Optic, and to wrap up the first half here in
I did not
2,
jinx it.
the analyst desk.
I'm sorry, this is Optic's map, plus
we needed Optic to come out
it's
looking
10-2.
convincing with all of the disadvantages in this best of 5. Brian, how convinced do you think they look right now?
I mean, this is one of the most convincing openings you can have to a bind map, and I think it comes down to the fact that it looks like Optic are playing with wall hacks out there. And I don't mean that literally, I mean that they have done so much work on the defensive setups of Loud. They know exactly how they're holding at the right time, and this has manifested itself in this head-to-head matchup between the smoke players, between the controller players of Mard and Pancada. Mard is always going to be the guy who's going to be second in, playing off the space that his team creates. And look at the difference in his scoreline. I mean, the guy was 14-9 in this map because his team have had such a good read, such a good idea of how they want to be taking and tackling the key areas of the map on bind on their attack side.
I think looking forwards, though, you have to go and look back at what happened between Optic and Loud in the upper bracket. So the way that they played out that kind of round, when Loud went into the attack, here is footage from that upper final, and so much of it came down to this battle on short. They jiggle Ye off the angle, Loud push forwards, huge amounts of utility to set people up, and then they're triple facing instead of getting into the site to punish all the defenders.
Yeah, and I think that the executes have always been excellent for Loud to shut down those star players, but in the first half, it was a different story of Optic. They had done their homework. The way that they were playing the mid-round on that attack was impeccable, and I think that this team will come back in, learning from their mistakes to be able to close out this map. You already have such a confident half built in. Your star players in Ye and Marv are performing at an incredible level, and for Loud, I guess the question is just how close
You can take
can they
out a
push
gun
it?
and
Well,
Val,
let's see if
which
they
gun
can do
and
it
why?
as I hand this back over to your casters, Pansy and
Take out a gun.
And at 10-2, it feels like Optic have done enough. I feel like that's
I feel like every gun has their place. You know what? I would say the Odin.
Close in the scoreline a fair amount. There is those.
I really
certain
dislike
key
the Odin.
rounds. We look at Mike, but talk to me. Have you seen any glimmers of hope here in this map?
Oh wait,
specifically?
classic. No, I didn't even think about it. Classic. I'll take out the classic. That gun is fucking horrible. I hate the classic.
Such a flawless setup, and like I said, it was versatile. They were already prepared for so many different things that just never came from Loud. There was never these crunches coming through that we had seen previously that found success.
Dude, imagine if pistol rounds there was no armor, and like the starting pistol was a ghost. Oh my gosh.
Spike will come through, but a man advantage here for Optic.
I just don't like the right click on the classic. That's it.
Back for shower control. I feel like you have to. You can't leave that unaccounted for. And doing it early enough should be quite indicative of this repositioning.
I will say
they've taken a fair amount of space, but they should be worried about short.
Pistol rounds where when you shoot someone in the head and they die instantly is really fun.
Now you got to worry about those other two that slipped the net over by Shower. They've come back around on towards short. And they want to try and clear towards Lamb. So already Crashy's going to find Pancada, but the response is instantaneous. Now Martin Ye not going to make it happen this time. Loud, get things started. More frenzies, more fun. Get the round, as Sliggy once told me.
Said no one ever, actually.
Sliggy says that all the time. You're not part of the Slug Club? That's crazy.
I'm not part of the Frenzy Club. That's
Wow.
for sure.
Right,
Wow.
classic right click is trash. What?
Just to put it in context here, Optic a 63% defensive round.
The fact that you even have like a good percent chance to
champions,
dink someone when you're jumping
They'll get themselves on the
at
board.
like medium
They
range
definitely come
is
into
crazy.
the stronger half. Yeah, actually going to put a light shield in here.
It's
See how
RNG.
aggressive
I
it gets.
hate RNG.
We caught early on here, but
That's like a reason why I hate rifling in this game is because
the dip away already. Rotate with
it's
the
the
fire,
RNG
select
aspect that's just so
up
tilting.
here. Giving Ye a chance at finding a kill, but will be deterred.
Yeah, terrifying prospect is just re-peeking the angle. He's still looking for the opportunity here, Ye. Looking towards short now. Could have a fight towards less, maybe? Slipping back on through. Yeah, he's been pinged out, so you can already see the
I don't
less
know why
good
sprays
spot.
RNG
Yeah,
base.
he's gonna fall away from that.
Ye pinged him as well.
I hate it. I also hate how
And it's actually a
running
misread of
shooting
information.
is
They're gonna now
pretty
rotate
accurate as
behind it.
well.
Look at the spike.
Absolutely. They've already sent their way
Wait.
back through cave as well, leaving B site wide open.
whoa, whoa, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Can't blame Optic for
Actually,
this.
it's optics. It's optics. What is it called? Anti, or like it's their eco round. So they have a better chance at grouping as 5 and hoping that Loud run into them than to just sit in like a standard position and just get run over by better guns, better util, better HP.
Very good read for Loud, though. Not giving anything away.
That's
Less.
really getting overwhelmed.
Holy
there.
shit.
Yeah,
That's a
just
squad
needs to
right
keep
there.
his life. Dip away, get the heal. Because Optic are just ravenous for it. They're just roaming around as a pack. See if they could find anyone slightly out of position. And as it stands, Loud aren't really giving them that chance at all. Sitting super deep. Gonna make them work for their dinner if they want it.
I think Optic conscious of denying some old
No, like
here.
when I mean like I hate rifle RNG,
Oh,
it's like when you're.
preventing 5.
Oh
balls to
my
come
god,
from
that's some big
nearly
damage.
Perfectly timed, but couldn't get ahead of him. Ye, he'll find
It's like those
something
moments
spawn here.
where. Wait, Ye has to die. Wait, Optic should just leave him alive. I mean, Loud should just leave him alive. It would have fucked up his
Denying
money.
some early old progress here, stealing that away from Loud. Optic come back in with the rifles. Light shield for Ye. The only real gap in this purchase due to the light shield in the previous.
It's more of like when you're
Now we see
rifling
Optic slip back
and
into
someone
this
is
more
running
receptive
away
style
and then you
of
shoot them with a
defense.
bullet
Do it
and that
for
bullet stops them for like a
somebody inside
millisecond
here.
while they're
Force Loud.
spraying and it makes their
Dig a little
bullet go
deeper.
straight
I would
randomly
like
for
to
some
see
reason and it hits you in the head.
Conversion of
Like yeah,
focus here.
it
Really
happens
put
so
the
often in this
fire
game
under Optic.
where
Now
someone will
make
be
it sweat a
running,
little
you
bit.
shoot
That
them,
is when it
and they
gets
hit you
to,
with a stray.
crunch time. If Loud can actually convert the bonus now. All goes up. Yeah, you're gonna stick around on the fight. Didn't dip away on the first try.
Less desperate to try and get behind that Prowler, but it's the second time he's fallen first.
No, I meant I said for that one round when they saw Ye Heaven, I think they should have. I mean, if depends if the spike was back, like if the aura, the kill aura was back down. But if it was back down, they run back into the site and let Ye live. It fucks up his economy because he stayed alive and he has like
And Ye's gonna get played in a little. On this
he would gain more money
sack.
dying than.
Window.
Oh shit.
Prowler actually noticed him. Fantastic work. The pop flash is beautiful. And the combination on this from Loud
Oh, fuck.
is just stunning. Brilliant synergy.
Oh,
on
he's
this.
hunting him
Lovely
down.
Utility work. And Pancada firing on all cylinders here. Takes out FNS, controls elbow. That is now a secured site. There's no way back through for Victor or Marved.
It's another scenario as well where they flip a 4v5. Loud come through, and this has got to be read by Optic, right? The back of this.
If you actually look at it, your
With less falling,
standing
there's
still
no real
accuracy
threat towards short.
is very
with the
similar
trap
to
outside
your
shower.
shift walking accuracy, which is really
Especially
weird
that
for some reason.
Early information.
But
Crashes
because
flashing through
of
hookah,
that, like when
FNS
you're running, you get
seeing that
shots,
trailblazer.
your movement speed gets reduced to shift walking speed, and that's why you can fully
Gonna convert
like
this
fully
bonus.
spray while shift walking.
Game back on. This is where it gets interesting. This is where we start talking about those key rounds, Mike.
I did not jinx it. It's literally impossible.
Financially, and depending on the economy, can really
Dude,
have that knock-on
it's
effect.
Optic on defense. They might be a little bit like shaky and rocky right now. Get Ye and Op is over. They post up, they leave him on island 4-1. Either they go to Ye, they get picked once, and then he gets out and they play 4v5 retake, or they run into the 4-man.
So, timeout now called. Chet and Optic feeling now's the time. Oh, who are these people? Huh. Do you recognize some of them? Oh, that's the guy who missed, it was like a 2v1, a famous one, I think.
Yeah, I think that's Baller from Fortnite.
That's crazy. That's crazy, wow. I like this crowd. Look at them. Signs have been good so far. But quite genuinely, this is now not panic stations yet in my mind at all. It's still 7-10.
No, far from it.
Plenty of rounds to play with. You know, the converting of the bonus is the first, like, I guess potentially a forecasted closer game, right? Like that's when you're like, okay, they've won pistol, they converted bonus. That's when you start going, right, the scoreline will get closer. We're not into the meat of the gun round.
Yeah, it would be me an op battle. What?
Thing, though, with Loud converting the bonus, that gives them
the thing is, I don't op. I don't op like
for these, you know,
an opper.
Invested, almost death ball kind of executes.
Yep.
Not overly.
I play like rifle op, which is like weird.
Which Loud are fantastic at executing. I said Marv and Victor will bring a rifle in here. I don't think either of them conceded any damage, so should be a full shield as well.
That's why my op was a lot better when the fire rate was faster and such. Because I play like I'll play the op like I'm using a rifle.
Oh, then
call it too.
Yeah, that's a whole different scenario. But we wait. And initially, last time around with this, Les got punished by Ye. FNS can take it a little bit lower, lingering around these walls, but it'll be fine. I'm just going to dip back towards lamps now. Again, we've seen these defaults being held. Nothing too much of a worry yet. I do see the commitment towards Hookah though.
I've just watched this as well. FNS and Les just facing off in terms of the toxic cooldown.
I was actually pretty decent with the chamber op.
Les is being given no control. I was talking about previously how important it is.
Like in like the less than a month, like I got to play chamber full time. But my ADS or my headhunter was pretty dog shit, but then I tried ADSing with it more and it was pretty good. And then after it took me a little bit to figure out like what you can get away with the chamber op.
Oh my god!
No.
Aspas flies out of there, and Ye is just baffled, dazed and confused, but Victor's got Sadak. The spike's not planted. This fight's on multiple fronts, but it ain't over yet. We're not out of the wilderness, and now it's just Aspas.
There's no way Aspas wins this. If he won this, that is literally a meme.
Now. And I'll tell you, none of us saw it at the start of this round. Aspas though, good for one.
Oh my god.
Good for two, and now just the 1v1. And the correct guess, Victor, none the wiser. Forced to pull the trigger!
No! No!
The unthinkable again! The 1v3 in the final seconds!
How has he turned that back around?
He shouldn't have!
What the fuck?
It's like, yeah, he could have killed him earlier in the round, but he's done enough damage. He was at 35 HP.
He was the walking wounded! Look at this!
Oh my god!
Easiest kill of Ye's life. Guess not.
Oh my fucking god.
Don't worry, we've got three on the side.
Dude, he's one bullet.
As well with the reset on the jump.
Why?
Victor swings. I think the paranoia is there from the paint shell, but all the damage was already done. Victor swings ahead of the box. What a ridiculous Red Bull clutch from Aspas.
Well, we have a treat, folks. A technical pause coming in. Well,
yeah. We need a tech after that. Something's wrong. Something is wrong.
Not where I'd want to dwell, if I'm honest.
No.
Not the sort of round I'd want to be thinking about losing that scenario after turning the tide, right? You come into that with, I think it was what, bits and pieces, the two players on the side, it was FNS.
It was actually Marv and Victor brought rifles into that. That was saved from the previous.
Absolutely.
I didn't know any pistols or anything like that. Obviously, Ye with the headhunter. Don't really want to talk about it again. But
that's it.
Yeah.
So it get pretty light. Still a bit of danger, absolutely.
I don't think you guys understand. I'm actually in shock. I'm actually in shock.
Oh, anyway, again, they did not have what they needed to hold that side.
I
but somehow they
literally
still did the damage.
don't even know
And
what
then
to say.
Yay in the perfect position to punish this TP being taken. You think it's all lining up, right? And then somehow it crumbles. And then don't worry, put 3 players in a post plant on the site. Easy.
Yeah.
Oh, we're fine. Apparently not. And now we're sat here thinking about it.
I mean, I can't believe what I just saw. Honestly, to give Aspas the first, potentially the second on that short challenge, it puts Victor in a really rough spot.
Yeah.
Because and again, you never think about these things on the fly, but he gets both kills and gets the paint shot back, which applies even more pressure to Victor. Like I said, he's stuck between.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if someone on Optic fucking broke their computer.
That's actually mad. And I was thinking about actually previously, they come back in on this buy round, and this is where it's concerning. Because they win this, they get given the 7th. Optic now, I mean, after the purchase here from Crashies, they're going to have under 1,000 credits total.
Dude, if that happened, I'm literally getting up. I'm standing up, and I am drop kicking my monitor.
Because Loud should then find the 8th.
I'm already seeing the scoreline being closed. I'm going to be honest. I'm seeing this getting, you know,
like seriously, like that is actually so tilted. No, they should have won that.
Just got away with
I jokingly said that as a meme, and
I'm seeing the purchase
it actually happened.
So not sure actually if the tech issue has been solved. It would seem that Crashies was the one we were waiting on. Where are the light up glasses? Is Kanyang out there today?
I haven't seen them. Might have had a couple tipples last night, maybe. You know.
That's unlike him.
I know. That's a one-off. Still no updates. It was just gear, apparently, nice and generic. We love that. We can hazard guesses. Just.
I actually wonder what the tech is.
Who knows? Could be fun. There is actually plenty to be talking about in this game, though. We can talk about what we've seen so far, and individually, once rolling it back, haven't seen many standouts from Loud, even with that round in hand that we just saw from Aspas, right? Individual impact, incredible.
I mean, they came out in the first half, and it was one of the cleanest scoreboards you'd ever see. It was like everybody was 5 and 10. It was literally 5 and 10.
That's it.
Across the entirety. So yeah, this is the point now. I mean, 4 unanswered rounds. If a couple of these Loud players do start heating up, I mean, it's Aspas and Sadak really to get ahead of the curve from that first half.
But what a round to potentially instigate further impact. 6 to 10 now, Optic. You thought they'd had enough. You thought this was good enough to go, and then you just had one of those rounds. Yeah, he's starting to push up a little, though.
Yeah, another tool to try and disrupt Less's control on short here. Actually, the Prowler might even come out. Yeah, he's a million miles away from his TP, but he's actually using the wall to his advantage.
Oh! And he suddenly turns back. A 1-for-1 trade out.
Raid boss down.
Terrifying surprise for both sides. But he's going to have spotted at least two more players there. So with the 3 players behind them on the A side, they're feeling a little bit more secure in this if Loud carry on this way. But there's every chance they could potentially turn their heads the other. 50 seconds, still a little to play with. Crashies.
What a rotation, though.
Seekers coming in. Now, this might stop them in their tracks. They may not hit.
Oh wait, they saw 3 Seekers go towards A, and Marv is still rotating.
The comes in from Loud, straight towards the side they go. Seekers back on the other side, going to spot 2 players. Crashies peels away, respecting it, but no respect on the way back.
See, that's what I mean by like the rifle play sometimes.
Finds a trade. Crashies on a heater right now. Literally, Pancala's got him, and now it's just Pancala.
Oh, the awareness.
Did he consider Victor's positioning?
The awareness.
He's looking the right way. And it's
he moved his mouse slightly.
Victor's got it. Making up for those moments before. His head back in the game here. And that'll be 11 for Optic.
And thank God for that. Optic stepping a little closer to map point now. We're forced to repurchase, but with that early string of rounds, Loud's going to be in a very comfortable position. How Crashies gets that kill is ridiculous. This is beautiful, though. Come through. Actually, the second headshot coming on as well.
Yeah, he did move.
Aspas on that showstopper, though. Now I'm going to call a timeout here.
Okay.
A couple of ultimates available. Optic Optic on the other side of things. Tour de Force available for Yay. That should hopefully give them a bit of a bump in the finances.
I mean, otherwise, it's looking like the Spectre and the Guardian still would really drag this down.
Yeah. I mean, it's tough because they actually come into this now. You can see them reconsidering the purchase.
Where'd you get that hoodie? This hoodie is one of my merch pieces. You can get it at Tenz.gg. It's the tie-dye hoodie.
Right.
Which would lean towards, you know, potentially this next round slowing down just a little bit. On the outside, at least. And Optic have shown a number of different approaches towards less. I mean, previously it was FNS just literally mirror matching that utility to prevent any progress, not allowing less to really lurk up short. Then we see Yay sent forwards to try and just, you know, dry challenge. Like I said, a million miles away from his TP. It's almost committing to the one and done, but the expectation being it's just less on the other side of this. So Optic are trying to take away this early control.
You think he's going to take this map? This is Optic's map.
Sort of attempted
Chamber Op this round.
Be it, you know, full success or not.
It's got to be.
The bigger picture of it. Let's see what the buy does end up being. Okay, it is going to be the Tour de Force and what we kind of saw.
And that operator for Pancada.
That's still
He's posted
really
long. He's literally posted behind Fountain.
Maybe wanting the challenge, so they know the Tour de Force is there.
Well, they note it very early on. So they know Yay is now playing towards B side. Do they read towards this just being the two-man hold? This is where you really start looking towards the tools they have to pressure Yay even deeper. Or some of these angles, Sadak overwhelmed.
Oh shit.
The double swing on Showers comes through at the perfect time.
And Yay's not necessarily backing from this. Finally going to dip out and look towards long. This is where we do see if Pancada does succeed.
Pancada gets this pick right here, I think. If he decides to push up further. Oh my god. Maybe not.
All this happened, so many players done it, pressure through Hookah. The timing! Yay! Just about swings around in time. They exchange information, but they both get to keep their lives. But look at the teammates falling like flies around them. Pancada only has Sassy by his side now, and Yay repositions deeper on the angle. This battle is fine for Optic because they've got others standing. That spike is still left in the hands of Sassy. Where does he go with this? Double up on long, try and run away elsewhere. You got 20 seconds.
I mean, Pancada just can't swing this. He can't.
He can't, yeah.
To know that
you just die.
Come through already. Yay's already posted on a deep angle. You've got to assume there's going to be another stacked up.
No, not two. You almost felt it was fated, but now the slow to make things worse. 8 seconds. The spike now fall in Pancada's hand, but it's all been given up. This concept, this theory did not work out at all for Loud. Pancada not getting what he wanted that time, and again, Yay, the discipline here, he's always on.
And just like that, Optic find map point, and they strip away this huge advantage Loud have.
So right now it's a pre-order. It's gonna ship out
from those 4 unanswered rounds, and they were clean. Roll your mind back, they were clean. They were keeping a lot of those weapons available for the next.
I think next month. I think is when it ships out.
Rounds that follow.
I'm not too sure.
Operator still here, but it's 2 Bulldogs to round this out. The Viper's Pit, the Orbital Strike, Sassy one away from the Nightfall.
It is international shipping.
Optic
Yes.
have really slowed things down now.
Yeah, and Loud have to dance to their tune as it stands. Already you're going to have that Viper's Pit
So much info
long.
from that Trailblazer.
And Yay's up close to this. How long does he stick with this angle? That's going to play. And actually doesn't get away. Punished quickly, and the side looking a little bit more vulnerable. They're going to flood on forward. Marv there, though, connects with the first, dips away slightly further, sits deeper towards Shower and just to keep his life. Space! Pancada blocking Victor out of the air. Crashies diving in towards the side, but you're going to see the Vipers on the other side.
Fuck!
Now
FNS has...
But the timing... Oh! He's got a shot at it!
He's got his ult!
The bullet goes astray, and you're absolutely right. Marv does have his ult. He's going to invest in, and it's just pandemonium. FNS going to find Aspas trying to back away, but the 2v2, the plant's going to come in. He's got to know. He's been adjusted. FNS has seen him. He's seen everything with this, and Marv again from the shadows. This man is always behind him. He's got another, and now the one man in the ult. That is it. Less to try and turn the tides. And he's been found. FNS has him.
Told you, Optic's map.
I've actually got us to finals now. 1 apiece. The best of 5 is back on. 13-6, Mike. That was a big performance from Optic.
Marv, man, he's just got to be the most slippery person ever. He's just omnipresent around the map.
All right, I'll be right back.
Perfectly, then comes back into showers when you think they're going to stack up on shore. They're going to clear through the Viper's pit. Sadak caught sleeping. Fantastic performance in map 2. Again, it's Ye and Marv to lead the charge for Optic Gaming.
Yeah, incredibly impressive numbers coming out of them. You know, literally neck and neck, 18 apiece each. But the way they played, Mike, was the impressive part. What they were able to achieve throughout this. I did get a little nervous when we saw the bonus being converted. We started to see some signs of life coming out loud there. But it was dealt with.
It was squashed decisively as well. Again, you can see almost at that point, it's like the pressure's not getting to them. Even their FNS just headphones off immediately, just zero emotion. Almost expected with that first half performance.
Yeah.
They managed to close out. Like I said, Loud, what, 2 rounds away from making it really, really awkward. The composure's there.
No, very much game on now in this series across the entire set of maps we now have. Top heavy initially, you would have said towards Loud, but what a fantastic performance already from both sides. An incredibly close map 1, map 2 looking a little bit more decisive for Optic, and then of course that now means what, Breeze is on the horizon, Mike.
Yeah, it is, which with how this has gone, expect one of these teams to switch up once again, right? Breeze, a fantastic opportunity to really, step up the pace and look towards a much, much faster tempo of game. Which gives so let's talk about Ascent being exhausting for both IGLs in terms of keeping on track with the macro element of some of these rounds. Breeze is going to be so wild.
Yeah, it's one of those that I really don't know which way this starts going at this point. It's kind of playing outside of the realms of normality, but Mike, now we're stuck at 1 apiece. Has this changed where you're at here? You starting to be more of a believer back in the Optic side? Did you ever get worried?
No.
Not worried for a second.
Not worried at all, right?
All right, well, I'll let you live with that line. We'll head it back to the desk to wrap up map 2, because now, as I said, the map pool is unlocked.
There is only one God. There. One God. There. One God. There. One God. There. I'm searching for
with a response from Optic. They take map 2 Unbind against Loud, and this series is getting very, very interesting. I'm back here with Mimi, Sideshow, and Bren. And yeah, Mimi, that's a biased tower.
Yeah, the tower's just chasing the Cloud. Whichever team takes it home, whichever team's winning, tower only wants winners.
Yeah, that's quite sad, honestly.
Yeah,
Not a
shame.
true fan like all the towers back in Brazil and North America.
Of course, yeah. Or like us, we don't chase clout.
No,
We would
On
not
this
do
test,
that.
we would never chase clout.
Not a single biased analyst on the desk right now. But let's talk about Optic. You guys wanted Optic to take this one. This was the only one that you guys felt like you were confident that they would be able to take it. And Mimi, what do you make of the way that they won and the fashion that they won?
I mean, they came out with confidence, and they looked really incredible on this map. Bind has always been a home ground for Optic, but I think they went back into this map after taking the loss previously to Loud and really made some improvements to their gameplay. I thought the preparation against Loud was impeccable, and on top of that, all their individuals were just having a great performance. Ye in particular stepping up big time.
And that counter-shotting and adaptation is something that I wanted to take a closer look at. And this round in particular is a great example of it. They know that when Les has his Viper's Pit, he's going to be using it in A short, and he's going to be pretty isolated and alone. And so Victor just satchels past. They nade the common position where Les would be holding, and they punish him immediately. I think this was an excellent example that Optic had done their homework. And then there was a follow-up round here. This is round 10. And this is an example of them taking note of the defensive positioning, the defensive protocols, of the way Loud were playing heavily for hookah, heavily for that A short control, and just punishing it with good crossfires and good duels that they were taking the entire time. Optic's attack side set them on the right path in that map.
Definitely.
Yeah, and I think for Loud on their defense, we were really hyping this up, that their kind of main game plan was hold on to their short control and re-pinch to play those retakes in the late round on B. And Optic did a really good job of not giving them opportunities to lean into that retake. Spike was always going down, but those retakes were so rarely successful.
Yeah, I've seen some pretty good tweets about Marv being ice cold. Here he is in the Verizon high-speed moment of the match with a pistol round Sideshow to kick things off.
Yeah, and I think that this kind of exemplifies what you mean about players heating up, because this is a 1v3 where Loud looked like they were completely in control of this round. It's a pistol round, they come in with a great game plan, and Marv shut it down. And that was only the first of 3 different clutches that started out this map. There was a clutch in round 1, then in round 2, then in round 3, all going the way of Optic. And that is the kind of magical big game energy that you get from Optic at times.
Yeah, and speaking of magical big game energy, I have one of my favorite players right now who is joining us here in the arena. It is C9 Mel with Golden Boy.
Thank you so much, Yinsu. Yes, I am joined by my fellow NA Challengers analyst, Mel, and of course she does play for a small team, you know, Cloud9, probably heard of her. Mel, how you doing?
I'm doing good. You probably haven't heard of that team. You have to look it up on VLR, go really deep in the trenches, but
Deep into the
managed to get here.
Hey, you know, we have Game Changers coming up pretty soon. It's going to be pretty sick. I know, you know, you still a little process for you to get there, but you guys are looking pretty good. How's the season going for you guys? And overall, you know, you feeling pretty good about Game Changers?
Yeah, 100% Series 3 coming up. I think we're looking really strong going into it, super confident, and international after that. We're really excited to see all the different teams. You know, I'm familiar with a lot of the world-class girls around the planet, and I'm just super excited to play them.
Heck yeah, it's going to be awesome. Now, since, you know, you were one of my analysts at NA Challengers, you did a darn good job. Oh, actually, LCQ. Valum is a challenger. But anyway, you know, I'm old. I forget things. But I figured we'd do some soft-hitting analysis right now. Let's actually break it down. What do you see right now in the game? Loud, game 1, Optic, kind of let that one slip away from them. Loud picks up the win. Now Optic bounce back. What's your take?
I mean, I just want to say now, Preds 3-1 Optic, you know, going in.
Okay, going in, all right.
But on a sense, specifically on defense, what I really noticed was how Optic was playing their defense. They were going so aggressive, and I feel like that's a really good call to make from the FNS and coaching staff and the team, because it could throw off a lot of prep that Loud could have for them, right? Loud is like, okay, they're going to be playing like this, and then they just go in. FNS is pushing 4v2, taking more and more space. They're playing so aggressive, and I thought it was a perfect call.
What do you think could potentially be the thing that maybe, you know, could be the downfall of your Pred? Because Loud, I feel like Loud's big thing is that they keep it going, they keep pushing, and the longer these games go, Loud have a better chance of coming back because they ride off of that energy. What's your take on that?
I mean, it's going to be either way. I feel like it's 50-50. I feel like both of them are teams that could really go off that momentum. I think Optic, we talk about, you know, going with that momentum, like they start kind of slow. I think now we're starting to see them start a little early. In a sense, specifically, we saw them start early, and then they're kind of like letting it go towards the end. But I feel like they clinch a second map. I think this is anyone's game right now. I still hope for the 3-1 Optic, but it could go either way.
Yeah, well, I mean, you know, coming up next, you know, I think Pansy said it best. The series is wide open here. Any players in particular that we, the fans at home, and our analysts up top should be keeping our eyes on here? Someone you want to put a focus on?
Honestly, I can't say that both of the teams, like everyone just head for head. Every person on the team is just looking phenomenal right now. I feel like everyone can do anything. Anyone can pull off a moment. It's going to be crazy to watch.
Mel, you're the best. This is why I love you. Thank you so much for your time. Appreciate you. But we're going to send it back over to you to break everything down with the crew once again, and hopefully Josh doesn't talk too much.
I wouldn't take that personally. I wouldn't take that.
What, you want me to go down there and fight him? Is that what you're advocating?
Yes.
I think this is the thing where people confuse us. Whenever there's B-roll on the screen, he hasn't gotten used to us yet. You know, we've only known him for, what, like 5 years?
Maybe. I'm only going to speak in single sentences, single words.
So now he knows?
Yep.
Okay, I'll do the same.
Done.
Like this.
Analysis?
Analysis.
Good teams play. Next map.
Breeze.
Good map.
Yeah.
Maybe not.
Not Split, Mimi, I hate to say. I know you were tweeting that you wanted to see Split, but we're going to be going to Breeze here. How much do you feel like the pendulum swings back into Lau's favor?
Honestly, potentially not too much, because the last time Optic did play this, it was against DRX, and they ended up winning 13-5 because they had fantastic ideas on their defense side. And guess what? Optic is starting on their defense side again.
Yeah, I think that it's really kind of defined by how they play with Victor and Ye on the Jet and on the Chamber when they go into this map. In the past, the composition, I think, has been leaning a lot more towards their attack and how Victor creates space for this team. But last time, they had a lot of cool ideas with the aggression, combining the Jet and KO to get space in caves, and also with double op setups. They've been toying with a lot of new ideas on Breeze that propelled them to that win over DRX.
Yeah, and that was really impressive. But you've also got to remember that they've lost 3 times as well at Champions, and they looked really poor in those instances. And a lot of their focus and preparation has been on doing different things this time around. Yeah. I think they might have used a lot of what was working well for them on Breeze in that game against DRX. How much more do they have to show? They've only had 24 hours coming in here. I think Loud should definitely be considered favorites still, because Loud are insane at this match.
I think that's an excellent point as well, because we were highlighting kind of the counter-stratting as well that Optic were coming into bind with, but that is a massive opportunity for Loud to do the same on Breeze, because I think what they were doing, heavy pushing up into the extremities, into taking shop control, pushing the A up onto a deep angle with the operator, that is all very exploitable if you have the knowledge, if you've been watching the tape. And you know they have. They've got the advantage. They went through the upper bracket.
But I think one of the other points there as well is that Optic have been pushing on defense this entire time. Yeah. And the reason it works against Loud is Loud like to stack their players on one side of the map. At what point are we going to see Sadak make the adaptation to run much more spread and slower defaults and try and catch the aggro? If it happens in this map, it could extend for the rest of the series.
And I think there is a good chance that they could do that, particularly since this is the map that normally you get to see less flexing onto that Cypher, onto that more traditional Sentinel. Playing against similar teams to Optic, his job has been to receive that aggression. And I've actually been impressed when he's playing on the attack at how well he does to shut that down.
Well, I mean, we're definitely going to see a map war no matter what. This series is not going to be a 3-0. We're not going to be able to close anything out here on Breeze. But what do you think Optic need to do if they want to take the lead here? Because yesterday, they nearly threw that best of 5 down to a reverse sweep, which has never happened before.
Yeah, I think that's a really good point, right? There's no opportunity for a reverse sweep here, so the momentum's going to be very different. But Optic need to continue to apply the pressure. They've got their map, and they did very well on it, but the deeper the series goes, the less you get away from the prep, and the more it's just about adapting to each other on the fly. So I think this is potentially a turning point in the series.
And I think this map right here, right now, is a big opportunity to showcase, on Loud's perspective, I think that they are putting that experience that they got in prior tournaments to good use right here, right now. Because listen, you've lost the map. It was in a pretty dominant fashion on Bind, but you're coming into Breeze now. It's still anyone's game. You've got to remember, essentially the past matchups that you've had, what it took to even get here in the first place.
Yeah, and I think it's also for the younger players on this squad of Loud, their opportunity to come back into things. Breeze is a map that Auspus has a lot of potential to take over on when he's playing on that Jet. In the past, Victor has had kind of up and down performances on that Agent. So there really is a chance here for the team of Loud and for Auspus in particular to just claim this map and take over.
I think another point that we need to bring up, right, is that with Optic starting on the defense, they've been running double operator setups quite frequently here. And that can be a very heavy swing economy decision, because if it fails, if Loud start running big site execs and they work, then they're stuffed.
Well, we're heading to the Prime Gaming Agent Select here. You guys have mentioned the Jet and also the Cypher as well. How do you counteract that Cypher? Because it has been really successful.
We have actually seen it be counteracted. In their series versus DRX, DRX put in the prep work and were consistently pounding less on that B site when he was trying to anchor. They did a great job of getting rid of that Cypher utility and shutting it down. A lot of this setup has been shown. This comp has been shown numerous times. So if Chet and the team at Optic have put in the work, they should be ready for it.
But remember as well that this is Loud starting on the attack side. So the Chamber's job, the Cypher's job is not going to be to, anchor a site. It's going to be to stop the aggression coming out from Victor and coming out from, previously when we saw Optic, we were seeing Marv flash Victor into positions, try and take an early fight. And when they left behind Ye with an operator. Yeah. So there's so many layers to the aggression there. The question is whether Optic are actually going to play like they did against DRX.
I actually didn't like the double operator setups. I think it limited them in the retakes a lot when they tossed away those rifles. I agree. In a lot of the scenarios when they're playing on the defense side. So there are multiple looks that they could go into here, but Victor is going to be a big, I think, center focus point for me.
In that game versus DRX, they started out double upping, then had to move away from it. This is a map where both these IGLs are going to have to adapt as the game gets late.
I love a big brain map. I can't wait to see what's going to happen here and throw this over to your casters, Pansy and Hypok.
And I think it would be a miss if we said that this doesn't sit, in my mind, towards Loud here. This would be one of the better maps, I think, in their pool to be coming into this with. But do you kind of agree with Des? Where do you lean on this one? I'd love your thoughts.
I do agree. The difficult thing to be, and I do think actually map 2 is a course correction for Optic, right? Sure. But we now come back to, I guess, the latter end of this being front-loaded. Right, Binds, it would depend on form on the day. Optic looking absolutely borderline flawless, to be honest with you. That 10-2 half and then closing out
they have a Cypher
fashion. But the Des make a couple of really good points.
Well, Optic runs Jet entry, right?
Optic actually come back and do what they did on map 1. And really look to kind of
prediction. I think Optic
for Loud
for this map
really play off beat. That's what's going to be interesting here for Breeze.
I just the concept that you can reinvent yourself this quickly, or be that prepared this quickly.
Absolutely. I mean, credit to FNS and Chet in that regard, in terms of having the foundations there to achieve it.
So we go in.
The thing is,
Loud on the attacking
Cypher kind of counters Jet in a way. Like,
it's a relatively straightforward piece. Aspas going to crack the site open, taking down FNS, and the follow-up just as sharp. 2 already for Aspas, and the site's theirs.
Dude, Aspas has a fucking deadly sheriff.
The shock dart. Doing any damage initially. Aspas trying to slip closer and closer to the ball. And actually, Victor pops in.
Just when I said that.
Finds a second.
Have they equaled this up? The spike's not been planted, so now there's problems. Pancada and Les, where are you going to try and bail this out from? I guess
literally just when I said that.
Doing his best Marv impression at this point. All the way around. See if he can make any impact out of this. Noting no one should relay big information to Pancada, who's in a whole lot of danger. He's in so much trouble. And now Pancada can at least find 1, but he lost less in the meantime. He's got 2 players in front of him. Optic somehow hold back the flood there.
It's a 3v5 as well. Technically 3v4 with Les being so disconnected, but the Sheriffs in the hands of Aspas and Sassy, finding damage on the way back through. But Victor goes huge. Beautiful play inside the smoke there.
Yeah, I got my hoodie string through.
Optic, the only
only took me an hour. Like, kind of told me there's an easier way that I could do it within 30 seconds with a safety pin or something like that. I was like, what?
So many storylines, so much history to this matchup as well. And there's common denominators between it. With Loud's few losses here and there, how many of those are accredited to Optic?
The perpetual nemesis, it feels like. Just gravitating towards each other. So hard to avoid each other, it feels, but always providing some of the best games we've seen. And there's contacts made. Yay. Gonna go out the better in that one. Walk away sitting pretty. On the other side, Aspas down to 24.
No confirmation behind that though, but it being Aspas, a big indicator. And the wall to confirm it as well. Potentially a couple bits of utility. Ain't not feeling any pressure just yet though.
No, but they should be able to get the spike planted. They've fought Sadak, and now with that going in, yeah, he's going to fall back a little bit, be a little bit more careful. Crashy's just farming. So far, no threats. Have to see if they're able to find enemies. They do try and take steps towards the side. Pancada less, all forced away, and
oh my!
It'll be Pancada finding Ye. The defuse will come in. 4 standing for Optic, no problems yet.
Loud just banking on getting away with the extra 300 from this, especially with Aspas taking such an early tag. 2 on the board for Optic, 4 left standing. Actually, even if Ye wants to ride this through with potentially just a headhunter, now you're going to throw a rifle in the mix and the light shield. Crashy's great early progress towards that hunter.
Is that dog poop behind me? No, it kind of looks like it though. It's a dog toy.
Sassy less.
It's a dog toy.
Stacked up here outside B.
Dude, it actually looks like a hunk of shit.
And that dart going to be sent towards backside. That should imply that this is a fairly pacey hit if that dart is sent immediately.
I don't think it will know much because they're playing so far forward. Forced to challenge now, Marvel alone. He's now in danger actually. Kind of left by front pillar. Swings it off the flash. Still going to post one back, but couldn't get back quick enough. Les is already there and taking the side control. Spike can go down somewhat.
I feel like
unless Crashies just goes
Optic's advantage here is their defense.
Not the case.
With their composition, like getting that double op is like kind of essential.
No one's watching the cross until then. Sassy going to swing back out, leaving just Victor and
I feel like they're gonna have a. Ooh.
Crashy's got so close here. Aspas completely unaware of the possibility.
How is he here?
Okay. Okay.
What? How did he get there?
How did he get there? That's a really good question.
What were Loud doing on site? What was being held?
Apparently nothing.
Crashy just slips into Loud's formation on that post plant. I mean, the first is a given. The second and the third, outrageous.
Give me the replay.
He's to right.
Whose job was it?
Close right. One ladder. Close on, ladder. Holy shit!
Yeah, we're all surprised.
Cool, calm, and collected in comms as well.
Yeah.
Almost the expected outcome.
I'm dazed after that one. And Loud will be furious at that too. The outcome, not the problem. It was how they got there that's the issue. And Marv trying to get in their faces, but that's a recoverable rifle eventually.
Oh, dude, he just got caught by that.
Now at least has the angle to play with. Wall goes up. Spray in on this. Do they have that rifle back in hand yet? There it is.
That's just grabbed
it
for Finesse.
Finesse, this is perfect. He's going to see one.
Oh.
One slips through, but that's fine. Sadak tries to back
what?
the tag. That's good enough. A 3v3 now, still chaotic enough that it could go down either way, but no progress to the site itself. And Crashes, you kidding me, dude? You can't walk main. Try.
What?
This guy is just...
The fuck is going on?
Filthy with it. Infuriating. Crashes just adding insult to injury. Wow, I thought they had a real nice shot here on this one. They're trying to make something happen, but Sadak shot. It's Victor. Needs one more, but it's Jay, the final boss. And they have no idea where he is. Going through the motions, predicting the backside of cave, but Ye posted up by Yellow spots him. 5 HP, Mike. It's not enough, surely.
Dude, Ye literally just needs to tap him once.
Yeah, he does have the operator, so he's going to try and creep onto a close angle. The flash, I think, just landing. See Ye's reposition here, but the knife could change this if it removes the headhunter, but Sadak posted up.
Oh,
Ye steps in. Escort Sadak out, nullifying the threat that could have come from this. But again, we look at, I want us to really dissect what we're seeing from Optic there. Almost over-facing, over-peaking, taking very aggressive fights against Sheriffs and ults, bits and pieces.
I mean, similar to what we saw in Ascent, right? A little more unleashed here, because like you said, previously Optic have looked very good in anti-ecos.
Oh yeah.
Crashes though, making this doable. And again, key damage done onto Sadak. Needed the ace to close things out, but already
very classic there. Why he's 5 HP? Why use headhunter bullet?
On the side of Loud.
So he can ADS. Make sure he does.
Good ultimate progress as well on this first cycle. Hunter's Fury obviously available for Crashes. He's at 9 and 2 right now.
Jeez.
An amazing start to Breeze.
I'm gonna quickly claim my drop.
Loud have to consider their approach. The concern being if things slip back into what we saw.
They played MMO games before. I played a lot of Black Desert Online.
Off pace, indecisive, hesitant in some scenarios, and that's so uncharacteristic. That's things you can sort of attribute to And maybe map 1 being extremely taxing on Sadak in particular.
What class? My first class I made was a Maywall. My second class, which was my class I played way longer, was a Lawn when it came out. Lawn was so fun.
Probably the right time to be hitting that first time out here. Talk through options. Now adjust expectation after seeing a couple of rounds come through. And they get that decent buy coming in here as well. 4 rifles, not going to have full shields though, still with 1 light on Sassy. And the approach is everything here for Loud.
Honestly, I think because the BDO they switched like companies, right? I don't think I claimed my account or whatever the fuck. So I think my account got deleted.
3 on the knife there.
The knife above.
Because I remember there was like a thing to like claim it on my email, and I just didn't end up doing it.
Into a position, but eyes on the minimap. Look at Ye. He's already looking to
but I'm probably not going to be playing it.
Sorry, Victor. My mistake. Over towards Cannon. FNS not challenging just yet.
Yeah, but he's got to be careful here. Chomping at the bit on the other side. You can already see the close down. Aspas wanted him dead. Gets him out of there. Sadak going to connect towards stairs. That depletes Marv, but the answer came back from Crashies. I didn't think he was going to get it, but Sassy's going to pop his ult as well. Ye's still firing, still dodging the Hunter's Fury.
Wait, Les is lurk.
Les has been given so much room, but surrounded on both fronts. What can Les do with this? Has to pick up the pace now.
You heard him to the left, I think.
And that's the problem. He's heard the steps. He's already been seen and considered.
Oh.
Diffuse going to come through, and Les can do nothing about this one. Has to sit and watch as the diffuse is made. Final blow given by Ye, but already we're seeing a really comprehensive look from Optic here.
And Victor has so much space to work with. He actually, I'm pretty sure he updrafts over that trap wire. Nobody's within earshot. Les starting very early on this. No.
Oh, how did that flash not hit him?
From Optic, giving Les that space, but it counts for nothing. It's a very pacey retake. Optic reading into actually the tendencies very early on that it's maximum 4. The backstab's coming eventually, but they equalize numbers on site.
I want to see if they try and re-explore middle now. They've had a little bit of success with that, and 0 challenge for Les. Now, obviously, they were really hard committing towards the side by then, but speaking of hard commit, Optic are back challenging in cave. They are just getting under their skin at this point.
Well, Des talked about it. Loud now, looking as if they're spread a little thin across the map. Trying to find some point of weakness here to exploit. Ye actually has the benefit of that spy cam being behind the wall.
Oh, he can just get posted on this too if he wants to be.
See, the spy cam's not going to catch him. If Ye can post up here, he's actually going to swing it.
Quick as lightning, this guy. Les is gone.
And with the reads already on Les, you should see this rotation coming through. There's already 3 members towards A site. You can see now Ye looking to explore towards mid.
This is perfect. He's
what
the shot! Pancada hands it out. Ye kept in check. That means Spike can get put back in hand, but no free cross here. Marv wanted to maybe police that. Sassy's got his back. Spike now can be ferried across towards the site, but is there a little pocket on the A side that I'm seeing here?
30 seconds
okay, it's just Victor.
Did they clear this?
For now. Now we're going to have the kind of opposing numbers.
Oh, he cleared it!
The out drone is great. Victor doesn't get away with his naughtiness.
Oh my gosh, the fucking awareness right there.
Out of position here. I thought maybe that player was sitting a little deeper. I think it was Aspas might have checked on them, but they've stuck towards the site. And at the point, rightly so. Good choice by Aspas, and Crashies opting to save.
Like I said, we were going to note if Loud were to adjust here, and even after conceding less in that lurk position with the spy cam, just looking to garner some map control, prevent Optic from actually doing what happened in the previous round. But it's a great adjustment. Sassy actually coming back through to back up Pancada.
Oh. Wait, is that a gun drop right there? Or never mind.
Pancada's on the hunt. Time all but expired by now. You see though, the coal's turning and the response is great from Ye because it's less. There's nobody else noted. Ye's on that angle, like I said, unnoted from the spy cam. He knows there's no setup towards Cannon. Ultimately, I don't even think anybody could pass into elbow there. So he has free reign to come back. That's why this kill right here, Pancada, so crucial to the outcome of this round.
Doing great work. It's actually broken lot of the money here.
It's wild to see 5-1 on the scoreboard.
And that be the buy after
That
the
be
first
the
loss.
purchase, yeah.
Yeah, the Guardian coming in for Crashies. Yeah, he does have tour de force.
I think
Obviously,
he's actually
if
just
he wants to
cycled
do
a rifle
Headhunter.
through. He's just dropped a rifle through, so
Yeah.
as close to a full purchase.
So it's double up, essentially.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is double up.
Retaining the operator. Brought across here for him. First time we get to see them tested by this double operator. So I'll see how Loud looks trying to navigate their way through here.
Wait, does FNS have a one-way at A main or at mid doors?
It's a full play.
I think there's 2 Viper smokes on top of each other, right?
Top mid. So much pressure on Victor's shoulders if they do go back towards that B side, which as it stands, they're running out of time. They're not in a hurry here.
Concern being if Optic do slip back into a deeper hold. Typically, you would expect that with the pseudo double operator setup.
Damn, they left Vic on the island at B.
With anchoring. Does have the blade storm, so he can pop that. If he does feel a little bit of pressure as Loud creep closer and closer to elbow with this owl drone. Nothing found, but Spike heading towards Victor and the wall going up. That should be a big indicator for Optic.
30 seconds left.
This has to be huge for Victor. This is such a pressure moment for him. And the support's on the way, but he is alone for now. And alone he stands. Takes down less, looks towards connector. Spots another, takes another.
Vic has the knives?
Looks towards the side.
Wait, he didn't pull the knives fully.
Still hunting!
Oh, he did,
still
okay.
Fighting! Still fragging out! Somehow Victor keeps his cool, keeps the sight against all of the players. And Sussy, sadly with only 3 seconds, can't make a difference now. That was a critical round for Victor.
Beautiful adjustment as well. Knowing that Loud have slipped back into a much more sparse setup, waiting to receive this aggression.
If you pull out the jet knives, but then don't let the animation play out, and if you pull it out again, it will play the animation and not do the quick quick out.
Into a site here versus an operator. Yay, even there to pick up a second kill from Archers. Beautiful stuff. And Loud actually will continue with this. See again. And the wall invested here, actually almost as a curveball. Try and maybe enable an early peak, but nobody towards double doors. But
they saw him.
Okay, now we're going to get even more aggressive.
Way more proactive towards the B site now. I guess off the back of the Viper's pits. They are making this map seem so small. Now, the correct answer, though, is Aspas exploring through Tube. That contact made, that information gathered.
Victor's here, though.
Noting that it was potentially open, but the door's already been shut. And Victor, noting the barrel, comfortable on the shot. But a potential found, but it just instantly got closed in his face.
Whether or not this is a trend to continue now, Optic in the early round looking to very quickly disrupt.
Does Marf have a knife? No, he doesn't.
Force the hand of Loud. Actually, Sadak almost rewarded for his bravery there behind the owl drone. Will tag FNS. Sadak's got forwards. Completely unconsidered. Less doubles down for it. FNS will fall.
Okay, they've got a player advantage finally, and Spike planted. Yes, there's the flank coming in, but that should be checked when they have the numbers to deal with.
He saw him.
Catches the glimpse. Forcing the body to drop. But that
Holy
weight on
shit.
the inside is less. The grand equalizer for Loud, who is always delivering on so many fronts. Yeah, he's out of there.
Dude, Vic's having a game right now, though.
Really seeing Loud starting to get a grip on some of these rounds.
Listen, that's with that early aggression. I said that it's literally bespoke to dig less out of a position, find one kill on the extremity, and force Loud into a less favorable position. They actually get through. Like I said, Sadak, not initially rewarded, but gets way ahead of the expectation of FNS. Moving in tandem with that owl drone. Second on the board for Loud. But already this half heavily in favor of Optic.
Also, Crashies is going off. It's the dynamic duo.
We can maybe string a couple more together. More than happy to see it close in a little bit. Now looking at the purchase that can come through this round as well.
He tried dodging IRL. Did you see that? When he got swung, he went to the left.
3 already hitting in. This is starting to look like Loud could potentially close this, Mike.
Expect them to
He's zoned in.
String a couple together here on the back of this ult cycle. Pancada has a Viper's Pit to convert a post-spawn scenario. Aspas actually gets the Blade Storm online as well. Less Look at the position he's now forced to play. I think actually Sadak making moves with this null command to try and make use of it as deep as possible in tube, but Crashy's showing restraint here.
We haven't seen him lean door yet, have we?
Oh, he's going up.
There's been barely any challenge towards mid.
Yeah. One door pop. It's going to call Marv to attention, but doesn't actually know anyone just yet, surprisingly, even though there are 2 players there. And Crashy's just posted on this as well. No one really to deal with the main pressure apart from Victor, but apparently he's good for it. But the trade does come through. Sassy going to punish as he tried to readjust away. Just a glimpse caught towards Tube, but
are they still going out, eh?
Being shown by Loud. They're not quite heading towards the site yet.
Oh, Pancada's dead.
No pressure coming through mid either. Actually, the flash might come through this smoke, but Crashy's turns it. Les has actually found a kill here. Crashy's has to find something in response. He's found the first, a headshot on the second, but falls.
Oh my god, wait, they had no smokes on the cross.
Yeah, in finesse, the last 2 standing. Spike is
I didn't even realize.
The time in their favor. Les on the swing, and he's been so instrumental in Loud succeeding in some of these rounds. Now the Vibe utility not really going to slow down the roll here, but this pop flash could be it. Let's see if they feel the timing right. There it is, goes in, and the swing. It's gorgeously done.
Wow, wow, wow.
Leading in that
flash
round
was insane.
to perfection. Loud starting to get back
Full blood
in
into
this
them.
game.
Chipped away at that round score and chipped
Is
away at
A-side
the
better for
economy as
attacking
well.
team? Blood barely ever went
Players
B.
gonna be
B's just kind
struggling
of
here for
scary
Optic. Victor
because,
and FNS, the only
I mean,
ones
this map in
probably
general is
to invest in,
scary. But
remove those ultimates from Optic and Loud. Like I said, in a position.
like maybe
really
Loud
struggling
on this
together,
game
that's
plan,
the
they
thing.
just think they have a better chance of going here. That's why they've just been going there.
Still got the
They tried
weight,
B one
still
time and they got
got
triple
Vibe
opt,
and
so
Sassy actually back on the brink of the Hunter's
I
Fury
think
as
they
well.
found that Halls is probably the answer to like of how they go A. So I think
Apart from Victor just being sent to the blender. Aspas was waiting this time around. And similar scenes on the other side of the map. Les sharp with it. Crashy's trying his luck, but Les looks so ready. Yeah, extremely diligent read from Les. And only Ye to find impact. As this default we've been
they're gonna
seeing
try to grab
all
that Vandal
actually
probably.
succeeded pretty nicely. Now, there are still 2 players who can cause a problem. That's a rifle recovered, so maybe a chance at more danger, but the HP's already low for Crashies. And with the spike going down, they got everything working in their favor.
I was going to say, no way that actually lands and kills Crashies. But it does.
It does.
Even here, you look at what's taken away from this. Pancada's fallen, but a big cushion.
Oh, Les is on the hunt.
Gun's gone.
Does he hear anything here? Yeah, does he actually check
Oh.
the cannon? But
Would he have noted that the rifle's gone? I guess he wouldn't have known when that was dropped. Or at least actually collected, so Sanjay gets to slip away here.
Free Vandal.
Play his life and keep that rifle into the next couple of rounds, because we do now have Loud building a little back into this game. This is enough. This is a buffer coming through.
it's barely costing them anything as well. Hold on to
Are they playing on
operator,
240 hertz?
4 less
Yes, they are.
standing. Sadak back 2 away from the null command. Still got the Vibe.
I could
here.
probably play a
Now
game or
achieving
2
this
today. We'll see.
with minimal investment. It's just disgusting.
That is illegal.
Sure.
Player standing. Spike planted.
Optic will pump the brakes here. Call a timeout. So initially, it looked like the perfect read, right? They were looking to challenge Les, really get him out of that position, remove that kind of late round piece so they don't have to worry about it. And then actually in the rounds they couldn't. They're so aware, hyper aware of having numbers advantage on the retake, getting back through, knowing where and when to expect Les to show his hand.
Yeah, and him finding a little bit more activation in this game is certainly paying off now. At 7-7, as we all noted, a very quiet start. Didn't particularly get the ball rolling that early, but already starting to find...
I think Optic needs the 8-4. I think they need the 8-4.
Honestly. Actually, this is things where, you know, ultimately if Optic had maintained that economy...
Because playing the Jet entry into Cypher can be scary at times.
Oh, it very much does, so... I don't think they're going to be really looking towards that, though, financially. Just doesn't seem in the cards at all now.
Oh,
like I said, it was weird to
fuck.
look
Loud
at
is
the 5-1
loaded with
where
ultimates.
Optic was still actually struggling to buy back into one
3
of those
ultimates.
rounds.
Cypher ult doesn't
Would
count.
have been potentially a different outcome if they'd been able to stabilize the money a little sooner, but...
I mean, it's going to be awkward as well. The next round, potentially Bladestorm, but look at what's left after this purchase. And this is round 11, bear in mind.
Yeah.
So round 12 could be really uncomfortable, especially if Loud don't have to invest anything again.
I mean, Loud are laughing. They've carved themselves the perfect start to this round. He wants to follow up Aspas, ripping through 2 of them.
What in the
Optic
fuck?
getting a stark reminder that
Oh my god, he has an idea. He knows.
Is only getting started.
He knows.
In the meantime, going to collect on Ye. And here's the
Whoa!
As quick as lightning, Aspas almost going to catch Crashies too. And they're just hunting him down the spawn at this point. Down solo, trying to stay alive.
Spike planted.
He's just on the run. There's a player to his right. It's just nowhere to get out of here now.
That's already got back behind this. 39 HP for Crashies, and we already talked.
Man, Les is being so annoying on the lurks.
with this round.
He's literally across the map every single time.
Crashies will find one, but Loud have already stacked the deck. Have every ultimate available for the next.
Yeah.
Sassy seals the deal. Loud claw their way back into this half. Just one round separating them. 4
If you could rework Cypher's kit, how would you change it? I would switch Cypher's ult with Chamber's ult. Perfect.
I mean, look at this.
This is just ridiculous.
Oh, it's dreamy.
I'm trolling. I don't even know.
Show me that one.
I could watch it for days.
I do think his ult's like really subpar to like everything else though.
They heard you call. They heard you call.
What is that?
What are you meant to do against that? Oh.
Let's say, I mean, the benefit of that round ending like that is there's barely any utility use, right? So this lesser purchase actually doesn't have as many gaps as a long, drawn-out round, right?
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, they have 5 ultis. 5 ultis versus 1.
Grace, right? Yeah, brilliant. How's that silver lining? Real
Dude, they
thin.
could literally just slam wherever they want.
Look at all of where?
That's big, though.
Wait, what happened?
Where the hell did he just
Oh, it was A-man.
Free kill.
Well, Jet knives down.
Okay. All right, well, Aspas gone. After having probably the most impactful round thus far. Highs and lows. Sassy trying to find that instant information, but Ye is there.
Spike down.
Left in the corner.
Dude, they're dying before they can even use their ults.
The bullet. And it's Sassy, Les, and Ben Carter, but Les is still... Wow, now he knows.
Big ultimate.
There's someone else here. It's Crashies. Oh, the timing, but the adjustment better. Utility not quite what he wanted to.
That's a big Cypher ulti right there.
Spikes on the way. You got to make something out of this.
Oh my god, Penkata.
Oh my. Save your team. He's going to have to pull the trigger on the first,
oh my gosh.
The second and the third. Not going to happen. Ye flies in. And he's still trying to fire off. Looking for the follow-up here. Spike down the double swing.
Dude, Ye did like the Space Jam peak right there. You see how high up in the air he was?
Mike, we're at 6-6.
I mean, how Loud have pulled that off? 5 unanswered to claw back in, and they just looked absolutely lost in the first quarter of this map here on Breeze. Great restraint from Pancada, doubling down on that position. Again, less than Sassy, play it perfectly. Don't give Ye an opportunity with that operator.
Oh my god, jump scared the fuck out of me. That actually jump scared me.
Tied up, it could not be closer here. The resilience shown from Loud is why they are in the grand finals.
Okay, Loud's
6 rounds, 5 unanswered.
Loud's defense
Desk. What are your thoughts on that one?
Is nice with the Cypher.
Thank you very much, Pansy and Hyper. We know the operator players tend to pop off on Breeze, but there were some nuts shots here, Josh.
Yeah, in the first quarter, it was all about Victor. And I felt like, again, we set up this story about pushing on defense for Optic. And I think that this head-to-head has ended up defining the majority of this first half.
Yeah, it absolutely has. I mean, Aspas making some massive plays to try and get them back into this, especially with his attack side operator. I mean, you just see it in the head-to-head. I think Victor...
Tenz literally said Cypher ult is the worst.
Huge defining factor, but credit to
Cypher ult is like a Reyna ability.
Take a look at how Victor was
like someone has to die for you to use it. Oh my god, imagine you hit that trip.
So that he's able to get the flank. And this is how I expected the half to play around, with Victor trying to outplay Les and get the better end over the Cypher player, and Loud was still individually popping off. And then in the second half, they just found the rhythm.
Yeah, they really did. It was such a step up from every player on Loud, but in particular, Les had a big resurgence, finding those late lurks, punishing Optic on the extremities, and giving his team those opportunities to pivot. But as we look towards the second half, he's again the guy that we have to talk about, particularly in the way that he plays as the anchor. He's almost always locking down towards me, very much just defined by how he holds space with the same setup on that site. In And in their last game, he really got shut down. You see so many of his deaths just in that back corner of B with a Jet diving on him deep, his utility already gone, and him getting taken down. So my focus is on Les to keep his performance up if Loud do want to convert this.
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't agree more. I think Les is such a playmaker for them. The guy is really heating up, and he's doing it at such a young age on the global stage right now. He has been the real difference maker in so many of their rounds with clean trades and also multi-kills and opportunities just found with the lurks.
I think you can see, as Pansy said, that Loud are getting back into this game. Their belief is showing, the tenacity and grit is all there, and the players are heating up. I think this next half, it should be electric.
Yeah, Optic, they have to find a way to stop this momentum.
How many cosplayers at the event?
Pansy and Hypok, it's going to get a little bit dicey for them.
I'm still working out my feelings after the Viper cosplay, I'm not gonna lie, Mike. But anyway, 6-6.
Am I the only person, like, when my facial hair is growing, I just, like, rub it, like, on my chin, or underneath my mouth?
It felt like a shout out at the
like the
start.
soul
The aggression
patch.
was right, everything was starting to hit, and then it just, you know, the switch flipped. Now, what do we look at? Where are our key components we look at in the second half of both sides? What are you looking out for?
Did I always do this?
Be the swing factor of Optic picking up this map.
Kaide will be like, what the fuck are you doing, Tyson? I'm like, I don't know, just, like, my hands have to be doing something.
So, really here, looking for him to write that. And yes, you can talk about just looking at the numbers there, 2 and 9, but it's the manner in which he was dying.
Is there anything
Number of
to stop
times.
Ye?
No, there isn't.
Right.
Loud's all the way, literally all the way posted.
Yeah, he's in position right now.
B is 3. Pancada. Now maybe as the wall goes up, they might consider the possibility. Another rotation coming through nice and early. It's Aspas here with the Sheriff. Optic will pause for a
Do you use
moment
any fidget
here.
toys? I don't know where mine went. I had a few.
Allowing this paranoia to build, but as I said, 4 players have made their way to this side of the map already.
Won't see the commit. There's really one out on the side, Ye, trying to be a nuisance, but he's in danger. Instantly threatened by Pancada, who gets to deal with him in time to be able to turn around and try and do some chip damage, but it's Aspas finding Victor. It's all going their way. It's all looking good. The shot to the back
Holy
of the
shit.
brain. Pancada denies crash.
Dude, look how many sheriffs they have.
Followed up with
I've never seen a Viper grab a
Loud
sheriff before.
strike first in the second half.
Great awareness shown as well. Yeah, he actually crosses into that corner closer to
Fuck
the
you
double
two.
tube. Means he's out of range. He can't put his second TP down.
Why would you buy Yuto when you could just shoot them once in the head or twice in the body?
Beautiful crunch there between Aspas and Pancada actually. And these sheriffs paying dividends here in the pistol. Starting to get fired up as well as they take the lead here. Just the light shield here for Optic. Yay. 6 headhunter shots.
You had a Game Boy? I actually never had a Game Boy. I had a what is it called? I had a DS and I had a PSP. Does anyone remember PSP? I used to play Final Fantasy on that. My first games on the PSP were Final Fantasy. I don't remember which one. It was the one with like the Sephiroth battle. Yeah, that game, and then also my dad bought me season 1 of Family Guy on PSP for somehow or some way.
Because look who's creeping. Crashies.
How did Crashies get here?
He's behind him again. Not again, Crashies. Not again. He's done it to him. Finds less.
How the fuck did he get here? Against a Cypher.
He'd love to get that upgrade if he can. And yes, he does. Even better. And look how
Wait, how do you get here against a Cypher?
Look loud. They're a million miles away.
Did he buy it? No, Yuto?
Back through net now. Sassy's here, but Spectre in hand. That Bulldog could go to work.
Glorious snipe, though. Couldn't ask for anything better.
Yeah, you had no Yuto.
Be the first man forward. Trade me if you must. We gotta get a move on here. There's 4 players watching this cross. That flash force them all away. Crashies need some help. They've got to be standing here like a shooting squad. Look at them all lined up, dropped down, Loud, back in on the site.
I mean, how Crashies has got into that position. Ye removes the spy cam on the back of
You
that.
see 2 trips on the floor? Oh, yeah, they are.
Sassy. He's only jump
Oh. Wait, why are they not showing up on the map?
And there's a point there where you see Spectres.
I didn't even see them.
Dribs and drabs on the retake, and you think actually Crashies can go to work, play distance.
Did they just disappear from the map when he died?
Bulldog,
Wait, no, but like, even if like Chamber dies, you still see the trips on the map.
Composure.
That's like Wow, I was confused. Yeah, now I see them.
What we got?
I mean, pretty well-rounded, honestly. Sassy gonna ride through with a sheriff.
Why would they stack up like that? Dude, they have classics. What do you expect them to do?
Again, how we expect Loud to play, posted up on deep.
When you're
Aspas and Sassy,
when you're stacked up, or like
through here. Sadak's been found
when
elsewhere.
your money is shit and the enemies have superior guns, really, you have to go shrink the numbers.
Considering this yet? No, he's absolutely not. He's gone down. Sassy's the one to actually get him, but
He missed a shock.
Both players now swarming the bodies to get the rifle. Aspas gonna get that upgrade. But on the other side of the map, the victory is coming in. Already gonna clear out the site from the two players defending it. So you have to look at how much damage Aspas and Sassy can actually achieve. And well, Aspas is quite quick to it, but this is a difficult plan to try and work your way back in on.
And Sassy's still on that Spectre. Aspas, rifle in hand. Don't expect Optic to over-challenge here. We'll try and keep as many of these rifles online as possible.
I like this swing though, them committing towards CT side so they can potentially have the exits, knowing that obviously the challenge on Ye came in.
Is that double?
Oh,
what the fuck?
Sassy actually finds Crashies.
Okay. Okay, Sassy, fair enough. Still gonna be going for this.
Dude, it wasn't even planning for them when they pushed spawn.
Slap back from Victor there. Good chip damage, and they're actually down to 2. So actually not bad economy damage at this point. You'll take that. You will not be winning the round here, but they've done what they wanted. They get to keep the rifle as well. Not too bad either. So a bit more damage than I'm sure Optic would have liked, and a small bonus for us.
That happens.
We'll see exactly where the purchase will lie.
I wonder if Sassy got that kill right there, if like if Aspas would have like went up and potentially they could have defused, because it wasn't planned for spawn.
Be able to get everybody online, but Loud with a slight advantage in that regard. Viper's bit available for Pancada. Marv does have that null command. Still sitting at 2 and 12 here. Optic looking to address mid just a little bit. And similar to how we saw Optic defend, there's a lack of presence here.
Okay, only catches one. I thought I actually might have gone more potentially. I think just dipping in towards the drop. Actually managed to evade the full information off the back of the knife. That's
Dude, are you fucking kidding me?
that's on top. Dip down there. As the 3-2 split towards the A side.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
Now, Utility committed towards the door, but they still have a way in, and Marv actually got 2 in there.
It's happening again.
I don't know how he got both, but he did. Unless he's forced to CT, he can no longer really have any say in the matter. That spike's going down.
I literally hate my. I can't wait to fucking move. I literally cannot wait to move.
High standard of capability on these playback.
I'm so excited to move.
3v5 is a really tall task, and Victor is the first challenge you have to get past. If you want in, ping down, and oh, the reply, Pancada sends it right back to him. FNS.
Oh, it's back on a 3v3. FNS, or I mean, not FNS.
Suddenly not
Sassy has ult.
Was before, gonna force the hand that feeds. Sassy gonna try and send this one forward. Does he catch a tag? No, it's Ye in the meantime to find less.
Oh.
The flash slowed down Pancada, and it's looking like they might have just run out of time on this.
And if that Hunter's Fury does even just one tag on
Change your ISP? I don't have any ISPs in my area.
Would have made it doable.
Trust me, if I could have switched, I would have.
Looks like they will equalize here. Pancada can find an exit, but expect him to wait this one out. Vested carry through 2300 here. Actually, Lance is kind of swinging back towards Optic in terms of this ultimate cycle. Well, his ears must have been burning. Look at that entry from Marv. Knowing full well, actually, with the null command.
Oh my god.
Be traded fairly comfortably with, I think, Victor and FNS backing him up.
Pancada has ult this round.
But 2 for 2 on the half now. What a purchase here for Loud. The Guardian.
Oh, it's a rush.
Bulldog. Couple of light shields as well.
Where those mollies hitting? Oh.
Big info once again
Wait.
from Sadak.
And a mid challenge coming down as well for Aspas. Gonna spot, I think that was FNS. But yeah, he's already potentially gone outside of the angle. Expect to be diligent enough to check, but he copped a headshot on the way out. Aspas down to 3, but Les gonna help him out. That's a big punish actually. Yo going down, but look at the space that Victor's found as well.
Sadak's just coming up the road now. The tag actually onto Pancada is punished.
absolutely is. Victor now just going to try and unleash, take the space away, 15 HP, but he's got themselves the site at least. They can maybe work out from this one, but you got to look towards Sadak potentially to cost them the cross. Can't do it. Has to at least give that one up. The flank's on the way. Aspas.
Dude, I think Halls is just the weak spot.
But it could do some damage here. Victor playing up close towards yellow as well. Spike now down, time in a Optic side, but this post spawn is not comfortable at all.
Aspas doesn't spot anything on default either. Marv now looking to challenge and finds the headshot, lands it. Aspas will fall. Standing ahead. Actually going to send that recon bolt through. Sadak still struggling to get anything done through the door. And actually, let's swing back to yellow. He's found the first.
Yeah, let's fight some more! Loud! Right back
Oh, what?
Taking the lead away! Tearing it out of Optic's hands to defuse the formality to it.
I mean, you look at some of these sounds, you think Loud that, yeah, there's no way. Sadak has so much to deal with, so much pressure coming towards him. Unless just...
Shall I hit a refresh? Because we desynced a little bit when the thing paused.
It's literal perfection sometimes. The timing there from Victor to get on the back of that tag onto Pancada, create that opening. But then it counts for nothing. And that was with a Guardian and a Bulldog in there.
Yeah.
Loud made it look easy.
Just the timing, the synergy starting to really hit for me when I'm watching how Loud are playing inside these retakes. And it's one of the stats I think the desk brought up at the very start of the day is how statistically strong they are at those retakes. And I mean, you see it so tangibly so often with them, you know, being an outlier on it. So again, wonderful to see that in motion here, but I'm just happy we get a close game. 8-9 now, Loud picking up where they left off. Optic financially in a curious spot here, able to fashion a purchase, but it will be missing certain areas. The bells and whistles will not be there, but a couple of ults coming in, so, you know, some moments to look towards.
Well, the interesting thing to note, actually, is statistically, this is one of their worst. I think, actually, they're worst in terms of retake success, but it's on defense, their ability to find first bloods and convert 5v4s.
Yeah.
That's the fascinating thing here, because Loud are actually winning out in the side of their game on defense that actually you wouldn't expect them to. That's to say as well that Optic actually are close to 70% post-plant conversion rate, which is mad.
Yeah.
Get out of my way!
Bucket's bit off the rip here for Pancada. Try and slow down any progress towards B. Does still have less here. See, actually, Optic were trying to get ahead of this.
They're splitting on this.
Take flight.
But yeah, Les needs to tank it.
Out with the drone.
Yeah, I'm sorry. They're not going through on a Cypher Viper. That is quite literally impossible to go through on a.
Looking at the exploration mission from Aspas.
That's a double sentinel right there.
So if they do double back, probably going to be the early warning signal at the very least. The worst, the downfall.
Dude, Aspas can hear if they're running.
Not the first time we've seen an explore this, so hopefully it's on the priority list if you are Optic to stay diligent to check this on the way back around.
Aspas though. At least going to hear the sound cue of that jumpy. You see he pops the dash on the back of it.
Oh my god.
It's just damage here. It's F and S to make sure that kill doesn't come through, and the mid split's right through. Victor trying to get with it, a Blade Storm.
He had to try and close that down, finally gets suppressed, but by now the damage is done. Sassy's there, but the reply comes in, death from above. Now the 4v3, numbers favorable towards Optic. They can get the plant. A quick flank from Pancada, and they've kept their space on the side. They still have Tube, they still have CT. But what they do now have is a man behind them. It's Pancada on the flank, but the Viper's pit in position. There's a player to his left, and the timing could work out here. Crashies get the timing just right. They seem aware of this. Yay already looking this way, and Crashies.
Did Pancada not see Crashies?
Got Pancada dead. And now the final two players who are allowing a little bit of time for work feel irrelevant to the outcome. How are they meant to get back into this? Step into the green and just hope for the best. Not finding anything here.
Marv actually finally coming through with that flash. The trade comes through, Crashies to clean it up. Optic tie things up. This is on the back of early on. There's no rotation on the back. You can see the pings coming on the back of that Viper's pit, but Optic just set themselves up to pop through double doors. Beautifully executed. Their lesson, and Carnage is so far away from this, they can't really slow that down.
Thank you, Toro. I appreciate it.
Now, actually, if Optic feel as if they have a bit of freedom in mid, whether or not they actually resort back towards splitting a site. Loud back down on two Sheriffs, a Stinger, a Bulldog. Blade Storm available for Aspas, though. Zanax immediately through Cave.
Huge information.
Vital so early on.
And it really reassures Aspas he is in the right place for this. Now, eventually we'll have to pay attention towards main. Eyes trained on towards mid, and he's really made a meal of it. Nightmare Scene does get at least the stinger, but it's really not much to be writing home about here. Could have done with a kill off that.
Wait, Sadak.
Now Crashy's very diligent, but I think
Raid boss down.
on the window
Raid boss down.
Saying all of this, Sadak, how much more can he do though? It is a 4v3, but the weaponry's still good, but they are pinned in towards elbow, Mike. Needs to want to bail him out from here, and FNS tried, but didn't get what he wanted.
Now, Pancala with his Bulldog has to go huge, and he's found the spike. Crashies will fall. Gonna spot out Victor as well. A little bit of damage to follow up the second kill there. FNS tries to respond.
Oh my gosh.
Aspas closes things out. The thrifty response from Loud.
Dude, these matches are so back forth.
That's with Aspas cooking it with the Blade Storm.
Like, one team just gets momentum, then the other team gets some momentum.
Crashy's almost caught him as he crossed in towards window, and the punish that was picked up towards, I think it was Ye there. Again, the timing great for Loud, but perfect responses in kind. Nothing working out on the other side.
I hear me out. A classic right click was replaced with a burst like in CS. I actually wouldn't mind that. I think the fucked up thing is it applies, it shoots instantly, whereas like the burst is kind of good because it shoots it in like a rapid fire speed, and you actually have to deal with like the what's it called?
It looks quite all in.
You have to deal with the fact that the gun will like spread upwards, like you're shooting a rifle, because it goes automatic. Yeah, the recoil. That's what it was.
Aspas is walking this. Yeah, he's walked straight up from door, and no one was watching it. Just dipped right back on in. And now there's problems galore, but Ye on the bailout, ready to save.
Ye has the ult. Ye has the ult.
Melted and burned down, but still alive. And Optic are panicking. And now surrounded, they didn't get to the deeper post plants. The pop flash to bail them out does at least give them a little bit more freedom, but the instantaneous trade. Rez gonna come in, maybe not. Toyed with. Oh,
yeah, has the op.
Predicts the push back in perfectly.
Oh, cheating?
Victor even see him, I do not know. We're tied all even. Answer right back in kind here for Optic.
What was that headshot from Victor? The Viper wall was up. What a ridiculous response here. Ye going huge for Optic. The second here onto Aspas as well. Resets to this position. Perfect read on the timing. Show me the Victor kill. Like, that was ridiculous to close that out.
Oh, but they've shattered the money now.
It comes back to the same thing. No financial comfort. It's 10 apiece now.
And it's scrappy buys in here. We've got an operator with a light armor.
Walked it off the rip.
They both walked it. They're both here. They're both here. Let's just hold it. The window.
He's gonna peek the window.
Audacious play.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, he. Oh fuck. You have to do it. But it's also like the predictable thing. Because when your teammate dies for free like that, it's like fuck. Like I need to trade.
Sassy isolates Marved. Crash is gonna come through with the drone here. Already left to handle B site, at least on the back of the spy cam. Not really sure if it was noted there, but
they have no smokes.
Keep your eyes on Victor though. He's got himself into tunnel already here. Sassy slipped into archway. He's planning on playing off contact here, but Victor's come through and he's found the kill.
Okay.
Picks up.
3 of them here.
Oh.
Now just 2, so it should be fine, right? You got Crashies and Ye with an operator.
Op battle.
And a little bit of room to work here. Straight towards the side they go. They want to shut this man down. They want him dead to right. They want him gone. They want him buried. Who dares step forward first? Crashes by pillar. Spots one, takes one. Trade comes in. It's all on Ye. Now the problem starts to really mount, and lovely work from Aspas. The timing good. Diffuse gonna come in and Loud once again take the lead. But Mike, the start of that round in my mind was everything.
It really was, and like I said, FNS.
That play there for them just to walk B.
For this, right? But Sassy still threads.
Even though they know that Optic has an op, that's some big balls.
Contingency plan on it. One enemy remaining. Such a ballsy play to make here. Optic will now feel the pinch again. It's actually crazy to just look at the money every single round. They're going blow for blow, Lauren.
It is
Dude, Optic's money's in shambles right now. If they somehow win this round,
between these two sides, both elevating in
that'd be fucking crazy.
Another bailout on a Thrifty or an individual pop-up.
Oh wait,
really
do they have the read? That's a
play.
hall split.
This is the grand finals. Wait,
Sadak is like very aware. He's like ready to knife the halls.
Rematch, fabled down.
So the Jet can't dash out.
Let's see if it does hold true to
As soon as that drone goes off.
Case. This could be the one to double down on though if you're allowed. Make it to 12. Knife going in, good timing. Should note, I thought maybe 2 there, but actually only catching 1.
Vic's in position right now.
Well, actually, Sadak posts up a little deeper on this. You can see.
You think Aspas can clear this?
Crashes here with the spike. Marv has to stand his ground. Both tuck in, and actually Marv comes out on top.
But they hit the brakes. They're not, you know, building off the back of it.
With Victor posted here, though, he's got good information on this rotation. At least he's within earshot. That could be the green light, though, with FNS being suppressed.
They have to go now. Finding Pancada, that it would be looking such an
Holy
opportunity.
shit, they won the round.
Down. So now already Pong going to come in, but on the other side, that's a connection. Hold on, FNS, can he do the dance well enough? Oh, keeps his life. Good work for him, and now the plant can come through. 10 seconds, none of these shock darts will find any purchase in time. So now it's the post plant.
They won the round. No way.
This is looking like it's that silliness of the back and forth, and Ye in the back line.
Unless someone's aware of Ye's lurk right here.
Targets in front of him. Headhunter to hand, spots one, goes a little astray. Let's get across the line towards Les, but predicts Sassy maybe swinging, but Aspas has gotten to the site. Jump spot confirms him there. He's got plenty of problems to try and work through if he wants this.
They just have to save the op.
No, they're giving him nothing.
Yeah. No, you've been giving him an opportunity, and Ye comes through, gets around Sassy, somehow slips past this tube hold.
Well, Optic's economy is fucking booming right now. They went from broke as fuck to rich as fuck.
We'll find another one to Ye, but I don't think they can close the distance here. Crashes might.
I'm pretty sure they can buy both rounds.
Sharp to it.
Back and forth. Look at the timeline.
What is that?
From the round 17, it's been back
and
forth the whole way, and you'd think the economy.
So Loud should get this round if the pattern repeats.
That it seems to not care if they're on a Thrifty or if they're on a full buy, if they have ults or not. It is back and forth. If it keeps going through this way, though, should be Loud to convert it.
What size is the hoodie you're wearing right now? This one's a medium. I think comfortably a small. A small is more fit to me better.
Aspas with the operator in hand.
I think medium just has like too much like width, like width
could be
for me.
Crucial here to be able to round out this purchase.
But my merch size is like kind of larger.
Pretty happy with themselves with some upgrades in that previous round.
Big hoodies are comfy, yes. I do agree. This one feels like a blanket.
Like I said, just the psychological warfare in these early rounds. Loud looking to continue that trend as well. Optic haven't really won out from, you know, one of these wide defaults, and Loud are the ones to continuously punish that. It's actually then on the lesser purchase, not necessarily the thrifty rounds, but the lesser purchases where Optic then look to stack up and hit a site together. It seems to work pretty well.
Yeah, it does.
Oh,
I mean, I feel like the retakes have come
do
on
they have?
rounds,
I know.
like,
They're slamming B.
Okay.
B split or a straight B hit?
Make a wish. This is so ridiculous that we are here. So this should be a Loud round. Now, of course, they have a stinger, so fantastic. Yeah, they seem great with it.
They're slamming it.
And Aspas walking mid early on.
But the site's completely free. Optic are in for free. There's no challenge. And that's devastating. Victor! Insane.
Oh my god.
The spray just goes wild in towards middle, and Marv actually gets the benefit, gets the best of less. And now the plant's in, and they read it perfectly. They could not have made a better guess of this one.
Here.
Aspas, Sadak, Pancada, anything in the tank here. There's no ways in. They don't have that springboard yet. Where's that first pick going to come from?
Look how deep FNS is playing off this as well. I don't know if he's actually playing for a lineup here, but Loud have to find value on site now. Marv's going to close things off with a frag and actually set up for a flash here. Ye will find a kill.
No, they don't want it anymore. You saw the 180 from Aspas. They are out of there. It looks like Optic might have actually broken the back and forth trend. Finally pulling around back to back here. Oh, and Aspas. The shot just missing. And it looks like 12 will be theirs. Optic taking this into
Took his sweet time right there.
point. Loud still have the chance to find a reply. They need those rifles. They'll keep them. 2 finally combined. Round 22, 23. The first they got back-to-back in some time here. It was off the back of this, walking into the open site.
And this is with the Viper's pick going down on A. It's a Loud feel as if actually they can lock down A and maybe find progress elsewhere. And it's mid they have their sights set on.
Is there anything more Loud can do? Bulldogs,
you know what?
Pieces, scraps, Mike. They haven't got
Optic
much.
takes Breeze.
They really haven't. Blade
Then it's
for Victor.
Haven.
Fury for Crashies.
And then that's a 3-1.
Sassy showing a little more restraint here. It's the Owl drone to clear through. Yay actually posted up in anticipation of Aspas. You can see on the X-ray. Almost kindred spirits here.
Get out of my way.
Predicting this so well, knowing that Aspas would love to have impact in a round like this. Weaken the other side, but he doesn't want to overdo it, overextend. This is all guesswork. This is all just consideration. And a bit of timing. Aspas, this could be everything for you and your side. Or it could be dead and gone. It could be all for nothing, and that is a problem. Now you're surrounded. You don't know how much danger you're in. You just saw it. Aspas has to run. Gets to keep his life.
Holy shit, how did he get out?
He's still standing.
Oh, Mark's gonna peek this?
Oh, he's got mobbed. That's a spike now seen as well. So telling.
Oh, if he picks this, yeah, gets him.
Team is on the way through cave.
What?
Does so well.
No!
Oh, can you believe it? Aspas beheads Crashies, and the other two turn plan. They're looking towards
Holy
B1,
fuck.
no matter what he's selling. And off towards B we go. Victor.
That was like a Mortal Kombat fatality right there.
Less.
That was brutal.
Gorgeous. The kill towards Victor. The follow-up is there. It's deserved at this point. It's going OT.
What an insane exchange of rounds here in that second half of Breeze. There is nothing separating these teams. Bar 800-900 credits in some of these purchases. Absolutely ridiculous. Heroics.
Actually, Ye should have won that battle though.
Another outrageous
That is
blade
fucking
storm.
crazy.
How does he do it?
And Les as well, playing his life so effectively.
Safe
FNS
play.
actually gets spotted on the spy cam. Les slips away. He makes them deep clear all the way through B site and punishes that.
Such a safe pair of hands there. Okay, looking like the last cannons on either side, but it's Victor to really don it on towards this. You're running that.
This is the first time we're going to see Optic address mid with a potential flash play here on the defense.
There's the flash.
They have a double up?
No one was actively
single op.
point towards taking space or actively
I wonder why Vic has the op over the Chamber. Because Chamber can get an op with Trip, whereas like
set up right now. They're expecting Optic to walk mid. Vic is out of double doors, but with an operator, how deep does he actually push through here?
He's committing on it. The Owl drone, he just saw it. Does he get to be able to tuck in?
I don't think he saw Victor though.
No.
He's going forwards.
He hasn't been seen. Victor's got away with daylight robbery. He just avoided the Owl drone. He's still in middle, but he's being chased down. Pancada's out there as well.
Oh my god,
the hunter
Pancada.
becomes the hunted, but he gets to slip away, and he's gone unnoted.
God. Oh
Holy
my
fuck.
God.
Holy fuck.
Actually, Sadak.
He caught it timing!
Right back over here. On the other side thing.
Who's on the side?
Pancada hasn't been noted.
How's Pancada got this far? Completely unnoted. They can't rotate.
Surely he backstabs Archers here. Surely.
But now though, Ye under so much scrutiny here, feeling all of that pressure coming his way. Les needs to win the fight, doesn't. Now they've got problems. Aspas
oh my god, Pancada.
Pancada, you called it. Takes the fight towards Victor. Now
oh my god.
But anyone to help out. Crash is going to hold the site, but a 2v2.
seconds.
They have no time. They got a plan now. Sadak, no gun to hand. He just gets the spike down. That's the best he could do. Taken out by FNS now. Aspas, the 1v2, the one that took them to OT, has to go big again. And Crash is closing.
Oh my god, that's so close.
Optic. Take the first.
Yeah, if he didn't break the trip there.
I mean, the swing back and forth in terms of the advantage or the
dude,
favorable situation.
Pancada caught the biggest timing right there. If you saw how the rotation was, he had control of all of elbow right here. He wrapped around, went around this wall, and went to this angle to hold it. But just as he peeked it, Pancada just got to the left towards Nest.
I'll be honest, if Aspas has any other gun there, he can stay on site.
Sure.
He can actually take a fight.
Yeah.
Yes, he's got no armor, he's glass cannon coming into that, but he has to reset away with the operator. What a round.
Oh, the signs go up as the timeout comes in. Optic want some composure, want a moment to talk it through, regain that focus, not let it slip out. You don't find any sort of mistakes. You see Chet is just on that mic. He is talking through every single thing to keep in the forefront of their minds here. Looking like good moves though starting to hit as they do have that advantage now after Loud drew this back.
See what the approach is here for Optic as well. Whether or not Loud on the defense, you know, whether or not Sassy's going to get aggressive anywhere, whether or not Sadak's going to take some space away from Optic. Yeah, total pace shift coming back into overtime here, at least early on. Aspas back on that glass cannon.
Yeah, whoever, doesn't matter whose timeout it is, both coaches can talk.
But not going to find anything.
They're slamming B.
Not even Yay.
Look at them. They're doing the same thing as last time.
Outside and already poising for a set piece here with the pings coming through, but there's 3 members of Loud.
They stacked correctly.
To try and hold this down, Lauren.
This is so much. Optic, that knife.
It hit one.
And it's Yay, that's the worst person.
People. But now they're going to see utility committed. But as I said, they started to pull away from the site. Victor trying to get towards the pillar.
Oh.
But he gets caught. Les sends him back. And now it ain't done yet. Spawn another player. Les on the case. Spray goes good. He gets down marked. 5 still stand for Loud. They've sent them away.
Oh my god.
Them running from the gates. Loud finding the
Dude,
answers in
they,
the right
Optic
moment.
just did a fuck it, let's rush play. Whoa, he dashed forward.
No way have you got a way out of this one. It's all on Crashies now. It looks destined for another go. Crashies, he's got problems left, right, center. The first challenger.
Imagine a 1v5.
Probably a bullet to the side of the brain feels inevitable, but he actually gets away. He's got 50 seconds to work with here.
He's actually spotted Pancada all the way at bottom mid as well.
This would be the best clutch in VCT history.
Tons of time to play with as well.
And they're leaving B. No.
Les is 1 HP.
Leaving B with Les down on 11 HP as well.
Wait, he re-tripped this?
No. No. Sure.
He can't get through
He's
that,
got
no.
to go. Okay. So he's dealt with that early enough. 30 seconds. Still giving himself a chance.
30
but
seconds
he's
left.
pull the players back. He's gonna go for
Oh my god!
now. 20 seconds.
He's gonna plant!
And actually being spotted with the owl drones.
He's gonna get the plant.
He's got the time to make it to site. I mean, it's going to take a hell of a lot for anyone on the side of Loud to get ahead of this, but
He could have Hunter's Fury.
He has
potentially if
time?
he's able
What do you
to
mean
get
no
the
time?
one more. Look at him.
Of course he has time.
Look at this. He knows he's got a couple of seconds on this one. Away we go. Plant going to come down. Nothing to stop it.
It's winnable.
He's doing everything.
If Pancada tries for the solo challenge here,
Crash can take a little touch damage. Sussy got there so fast. 13-13, all even.
a beautiful hold by Loud as well. Even though that's essentially a 5v3, the knife comes through, it marks Yay. Like I said, possibly the worst indicator, right? The one you'd almost expect to be posted up on flank control.
Oh.
Optic pop on the back of it. Actually, at that point, the fight comes through with the choke.
Dude, do you see how annoying those trips are?
With that number advantage,
like for the attack side?
nothing.
Like Vic's only safe spot is going up on top of the pillar.
Really is, yo.
If Vic
I
dashes
was-
into a trip, he just instantly
and it's
dies.
such a unique
So he kind of has to
rivalry
dash
that
up,
is
but then
purely
it makes
forged
it
from
so
the amount of times they faced each other. Nothing
now
outside of the
like
game,
Loud is
that is
conditioned that he's just gonna do that.
about the game itself.
Like dude,
What a
they're basically playing the back
brilliant
pre-aiming that angle.
What a fantastic
No
start.
way.
Aspas again rolling it back, finding Victor, and opening up an avenue. They're pressing this hard. They ain't going to back away from this. One towards the stairs, one towards the top side, over by CT. Aldrone doing its thing, but he's got support there. No one to close down the gap, but this is feverish. The
No
pace.
fucking way.
338, the back of the brain's going to hurt. FNS is going to have a headache. And Crashy's Marved and Yay left in tatters here. What do they do with it?
Found another one. Actually, the Blade Storm comes through, but it's Sadak to seal the deal. The Prime Gaming flawless in round 27 for Loud to go ahead.
I don't know.
Aspas back on the glass cannon. It's Yay on the other side of it this time. Another opener
Wow.
here for Tube. And he gets it so quickly with that updraft. It was just getting ahead of the timing. FNS as well. And you get pinged by the recon bolt or the Aldrone, I'm not even sure, but punished on the back of that. How Sadak and Aspas can find any sort of comfort in that position is beyond me.
Pure chaos. One map apiece. So many opportunities now and a tag towards
hit his body.
Sassy ate that, yeah.
Surprised he got to keep his life down to 49. Who takes the advantage in this overall series so far? Yet to be determined. Still, chances here for Optic to close us back in, but a very patient default being toyed with, Mike.
Adjustment here on the utility as
well. Is that one of your hoodies? Yes, it is.
A trap down towards double doors, I believe. The number of times that Optic lent back into kind of that mid-round split onto a site. The other adjustment being Aspas tucked into that corner on the right side of main. You take a glance at the minimap, you're almost feeling as if Optic are leaning this way, especially with the trap set here. And they're going back towards this split.
Thing is, if Aspas gets sniped right here, he can't dash away because it's not like Chamber where you can just instantly tap it. It winds up.
Victor comes away. There's going to be no second.
Unless he winds it up right now.
How'd you get him off this angle? How'd you force him away? Gets suppressed, so he will stand.
Oh my god, he's going to stand here.
Really fuss him much. 30 seconds.
They're not in the door yet.
They're not even out main. There's going to be one flash and go, and Aspas is ahead of this. Oh, great work from Victor. There's still problems ahead. There's still players on the side. It's not a safe plant. There's still someone towards the backside itself. That Carter. Oh, and it's great work. Optic so diligent. It's such pressure moments to potentially take us to 14-14. It's on Sadak and Les to dissuade that narrative. Just one.
That was a.
Looks like we're going to be going again.
That was a slight overheat.
Not over yet. 14-14. What a fated matchup to go so far.
The patience on display. But then the concern comes to how disciplined is the site here. Crashies finds the tag. The knife reveals it, but it doesn't paint a picture. Aspas
can't draw, right? No, you cannot.
They force his hand. You see Victor there to find that one, but the flash is pixel perfect.
That was so impressive. So impressive to clear backside. Even just keeping that your mentality about you in such a high pressure situation. And Mike, I got to ask you about this. Are you seeing this too? The double op coming out here in OT. It's both Ye and Victor this time.
They put the raid boss on this side.
Super dangerous. Now, do they get to? Oh, the timing on this. Not making the players.
Victor's actually anchoring towards
pressure again. This true pressure has been so good for Loud. So dangerous to depend on. But
oh wait, that's a cooler dash.
But Carter and Sadak,
rather than dashing on top, I actually like that better. Dashing on the one side.
See the operators. They didn't even have a say. These pacey
oh my god.
So outrageous, but so good.
Aspas dash, I don't know if he missed it and he adjusted accordingly, but I actually think that's better than going on top.
Past Les in middle, who's just going to play for time, and Loud once again take advantage.
Absolutely backhanding Optic to find another lead here in overtime as we enter round 30. That was a curveball there. If either of those operators had found early value, could have completely changed this. I think that's Sadak. Lucky to escape there because I think he's spotted initially. Yay, post one blind into that poison.
I need a piece so bad.
Just out of sight. Yeah. I found glowing glasses for you. Nice.
Here.
14.
Donated them, I guess.
That's nice. He's off. That's
oh my god. He's doing the yay peek.
He's going to hear the jump spot though from FNS.
I think so.
Optic back on this mid split once again.
But again, this also means that Sadak can't fall here, right? Sadak has to play. I don't think he heard him. Now he has.
Oh my god!
Bests him, and suddenly there's problems. Sadak now all alone. He's got players pouring in. One to the left, two to the front. The flash takes a fair amount of it himself. He can't really play out of it yet. A labored spray, but he holds on. Back to the wall. He still holds on.
Oh my god!
On Crashies. 3 players to find a spike to plant.
Crashies is the clutch meister though.
Do something about it. Spikes down.
This one's light for him. This one's light for him.
Maybe that could be something. He's composed himself here. Oh, and another spot. 3 bullets in the mag. He falls away.
It's not GG yet. You guys are typing too fast.
That's what he's desperate for. Another attempt and another.
Now it is.
And no more OTs.
Wow, 2-1.
Finally get across the line here. But this is a marathon of a game, Mike.
I mean, just an absolute brawl to the death, a slugfest back and forth. That second half, just roll your mind back to the 1-for-1 trading, round for round. For what, 6 rounds, 7 rounds? It was back and forth. Absolute madness. Both teams demonstrating just such insane mental fortitude.
All right, I'll be right back. I need to pee so bad.
Already exhausting.
Too much coconut water for me. I'll be right back.
The end of map 3.
Yeah, this is one that's going to test every capability of these players. In the server, out of the server, the mental in here is going to be really taken through its limits. And the fact that we got where we did, Optic looking, you know, whole new look to them. Fresh start coming out looking, you know, reinvigorated. We had this round from Crashies where apparently had his cloak of invisibility on the first way forward, just having a great time of it. So many just unbelievable runs. This one from Mangada again, denying Yay on that massive round who's going to have the switch up. There's so much going on this game.
There was. It's got to be said again. Aspas and Les, they were the highlight players here in this composition here on Breeze. And they were worth their weight in gold. That's to say, actually, Victor had an outrageous performance here.
Yeah.
And trying to drag Optic online in some of those rounds where they're just unable to convert that financial advantage they have. I'm not sure actually how the matchup would go, whether or not the Deskers have it. Who flipped more Thrifties, or those light buys, or you know that half force that was coming through. Just an insane Breeze here.
With Loud now taking advantage over this series, this changes the tone going forward. This now becomes the run it back, right? This becomes the Optic can't drop the ball now, Mike. They are on that knife's edge moment. It's precarious from this point forward.
They absolutely are. And you come back to that point earlier, we were talking about actually with the way this has gone back and forth, map 2 aside, somebody needs a confidence booster. Because like I said, they need to get into some form of momentum, which is so difficult against both of these teams that have that slow burn playstyle, very reactive, and they're willing to put their power players in position to take advantage.
Well, it's not over yet, but it's getting closer if things keep going the way they are. Loud now have the upper hand. They have the chance to close at potentially a 3-1. All those predictions could be true, or Optic has something left for us. We will find out after the break. It was another crazy overtime, but Loud, they have the advantage now as they're heading to match point and one step closer to lifting that trophy. I'm your host, Yingsu, and I'm back here with Mimi, Saisho, and Bren. Guys, it's happening!
I know.
It's happening!
It is insane. This team is now on the verge of being the first ever non-NA or EMEA team to win a trophy. They're just one map away.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, history is in the making right now. It's within the touching distance of Loud, and they just have to make sure it doesn't slip through their fingers. But this is such a different story to Reykjavik at this point. It is just a completely branching time avenue that we've gone down.
You think about how Reykjavik went as well. Way back in the day, with Breeze as the deciding map, it was Optic that took it in that OT scenario. And now Loud, this is literally the experience being manifest on the global stage right here, right now.
Loud continues to be such a good team when the going gets tough, when games get get close, at making the adaptations on the fly, and closing out. These are the games where things get stressful, where you have to pull something from the depths of your pocket to be able to win. And they've done it. In overtime, this team was thriving.
Yeah, I feel like Loud had so many... Well, listen, it was back and forth so many different times. And then in OT, Loud are running really good A splits. Aspas was popping off, and he was just finding entry pick after entry pick. I know in terms of the first kills, Optic were leading, but in the overtime rounds, Loud were just winning every single attack to put them.
What's your typing speed?
I got to give immense amount of credit as well. I mean, we highlighted less.
What is that? What is the typing app
this
again?
Guy was going nuclear at such a young age on the big stage, and as well the adaptations towards the end of the entire end of this map, with him anchoring a lot more, not playing for the retakes. He was just a thorn in the side of Optic consistently, and as well as that, just playing off the space that Aspas, the MVP of this entire map, was creating all the time.
Yeah, the young players that struggled at Copenhagen have come back into this event, into the grand final, the most important match of their careers, and have stepped up
I'm really
in such
bad
a
at typing, by the
way.
way.
Aspis on this jet in particular was just impeccable with the operator.
What?
This?
I don't know.
What
we
was
need to
that?
slow
It's
down.
absurd.
And also, you've got to contrast this against,
Oh my.
you know, Aspas going crazy, killing Marv and FNS over and over and over again. And it felt like those two players for Optic were never allowed to get into the game at all. They had moments where they might have been able to make something happen.
Oh shit.
But they both looked so much less comfortable than when Optic were
Yeah, I'm not the best at it.
playing against DRX.
I'm really bad at typing.
Thank you so much, Yinsu. Yes, I'm joined here by the young up-and-coming player Shroud, looking to make his name in the tournament space. No, but all jokes aside, man, it's a pleasure to have you here, dude. How you feeling? It's been a while since I've chatted with you.
Thank you. No, I'm feeling good. I kind of came here just out of the blue, so it's been exciting to be here. I haven't been in a tournament like this in a very long time.
Yeah, I mean, you know, you have experience playing on stages like this, whether it's like influencer events, but also in your pro career too.
Yeah.
I guess, like, you know, kind of give the people at home, like, how, like, what is that process? What are you feeling up there? Because I could tell it's a lot of jitters. It's a lot of worrying about making the wrong play at the wrong moment.
No,
Bro.
It's kind of like how I'm feeling right now. You know, I know half the crowd is already gone, but I'm feeling kind of like a little nervous, a little amped up, a little
My internet is so shit.
excited. But a lot of it, when you're playing, goes away in that first few rounds.
Yep.
You get those first few
That's
round
true.
jitters. Pistol round is always the hardest.
Yep. Well, Mike said, I'm glad I could fucking...
This because you got to be the most precise, of course.
Yep.
But once you get the pistol round out of the way, it's all just natural, you know, just what you're doing at home.
Yeah. Now, based on your entire yourself, what do you notice as you're watching these games?
I mean, for me right now, what I actually said in my last interview is I said 3-2 Loud.
Yeah.
And I actually still think that's going to go that way.
That's fair.
I think Haven is going to go to Optic. I feel like Optic has a really, really strong Haven.
Yeah.
But I believe Icebox is the last map, and Loud is nasty. They are so good at Icebox. I really, really want to see it go to 5 maps, but I still think it's going to be 3-2.
Oh, man.
Sorry, NA.
Yeah, he's wearing the jersey. Hex is watching at home. Hastro's watching, crying tears. No, I'm kidding, man. But look, man, I know everyone at home's wondering. I know you talked about a little bit on the gold carpet, but what's next for you, man? Because there's obviously been a lot of rumblings, a lot of chit-chatter. What's the deal?
I mean, the deal is hopefully jumping on a team, whether it's tier 1, whether it's tier 2. If it's tier 2, I'd like to start a team. Maybe get some up and comers. If it's tier 1, I mean, of course, I want to see how well I can do in like a full scale 3 to 6 month, like really, really go hard. Because I only played for like 3 weeks.
Yeah.
You know,
I think Mike would play fucking fantastic.
A little bit more time.
In my personal opinion, no bias.
Hey, dude, Shroud,
like,
don't
actually.
matter the game, don't matter the event. It's always a pleasure to talk with you, my man. But let's send it back over to Yinsu and the rest of the desk to break it all down. You heard it here first. He wants to come back.
Optic Shroud.
He played pretty fucking well for a game that's been out for 2 years and jumping in and only playing for like less than a month.
And I think the crucial
Less than a
thing
month
Shroud
boot camp,
brings up is that it
and
doesn't have to be this next map. It literally
like,
doesn't have to be Haven.
dude, it was
They
just
can
a
lose this
small
and head to
mistakes.
Icebox. The
And
point is, that they are
Who
on
knows? We could
tournament
have
map right
been
now,
attending an
and Loud
event.
only need one more, and they will have cemented their place in history.
Okay.
And I think it rewinds back to the map pool. You come in with that huge advantage, gets you started with the maps that you're confident on, and now you're in a position, you're in a mindset where we only need one map. We only need
This
one
is the
opportunity
cheat to life.
A lot of the pressure from the shoulders
I can
of
actually
this Loud
speed
squad.
up
Now just being
history.
that millimeter away from the trophy.
And that trophy, honestly, just moments away. An opportunity for Brazil as a region to carve out history right here in Valorant as well. Before we head into the whole, 2023, where it's going to be much more structured, this is the time to shine now in the open circuit and to make a name for yourself as Loud as, the team that could actually go toe-to-toe with North America and EMEA.
The crazy thing as well is that we would be heading to Sao Paulo with Loud
with a title
as the defending champions, which would just be bonkers. I mean, the crowd would be losing it, but it's not wrapped up yet. And Sassy had quotes before where he was talking about the fact that when you're in positions like this, nothing is guaranteed. And it is still possible that Optic win on Haven and Icebox. Things always get crazy in Map 5.
And when it comes to Map 4, these two teams have faced each other 5 times in the past, and Mimi, we have never seen a fourth map before. This is the first time.
Yeah, it's always this one-sided series between the two, but now we get to head to Haven. And Haven's going to be a really interesting one because for Optic, they've been playing this composition with the Phoenix that pretty much no one else has been running.
It's off the goop.
I know, but it's been working somehow, Josh. I've been a massive Phoenix hater this whole event, but they have some really cool game plans that have made this work against some really good teams. They've beaten DRX here, they've beaten Nexet here, but the issue is they've shown it twice already.
And I think, honestly, the big takeaway for this upcoming map, and honestly, Shroud was kind of hinting at it, is the IGLing, I think, for FNS. The way that they approach this map of Haven, Optic have a really great idea of how they want to play the macro game, how they weave in and out of the defensive setups, and find those openings to really exploit.
When you look at how he was performing individually on Breeze, and I'm talking about FNS here, I think the amount of bandwidth he has to put towards the IGLing is reducing his ability to frag out here. But it doesn't matter as much on Haven, in my opinion, because he's got the Killjoy utility that he really plays around. He doesn't need to be that big fragger and the guy that pulls up the hero plays. But I agree with you. It feels taxing out there right now for Sadak and for FNS in terms of, I mean, these games are going so deep. There are overtimes, adaptations between the two. It's just so much to try and keep track of the deeper you go.
And Auspice, the man that you see just big chilling with his dogs right now, he's the guy who on this map is going to continue to be enabled as a star. Last time it was the Jet on Breeze. Now he heads towards the Raze with the composition that has the Fade, the Breach in there, all this utility to set him up for success, to find value from his utility in the early round. And Optic, their composition is not
I instigated
as
a
good
fight.
in shutting that down, so I think he has a great opportunity to thrive on Haven.
Yeah, it's really interesting actually looking at, I mean, Optic's comp is just wild to start with, but what's really intriguing in the last couple of
Wait, what's next map again? Is it Haven or Icebox?
You know, Victor is playing, they're playing a defense-sided comp in theory with the Chamber and the Killjoy.
Oh, Haven.
But Victor seems to get way more value playing the
Alright, we'll get to see the power of Phoenix.
And that's not always going to be the case with Phoenix on defense. There's a lot of good places to play it, but it just seems like he gets more value out of going aggressive on those site hits. He had something like 10 kills in 3 rounds against DRX.
We're heading to the Prime Gaming Agent Select here. No one so far in this tournament has been able to get more than 6
I don't mind that.
rounds on this map against Loud.
You see that micro load? It's okay.
For
It
Optic,
happens.
Mimi, especially if they decide to
Now
bring
when
out
my thing pauses for 10 seconds
They go back
mid-round when
the
someone's
big
taking a
question.
gunfight?
They haven't had a lot of time, so I
That's
don't
fucked up.
expect a change. And there will not be one. They head back to that same composition.
Yeah, and I think this is going to be a really exciting map to potentially decide the series, but to potentially bring us to the map number 5, because it does come down, again, just to reiterate it, the IGL head-to-head, the way these teams are adapting to each other, FNS and Sadhack, one against another.
We've also seen, if you think
Why Phoenix? Why not just KO?
the final
I mean, this was
a
Phoenix's
bit of a
best map.
punty composition
And
out there from
with the
Haven.
buffed Phoenix,
And the regret that was
I mean, it works.
felt there as they picked an unconventional comp and lost with
I
it.
personally like
We might
playing with
see
a Phoenix.
Similar thing again, where all of the narrative coming out of this.
I feel like
why
Phoenix
did
is
they
like
go
a
for this
really
crazy comp
easy
on
character
Haven?
to play off of.
But it's worked in the past. Can it work here when everything matters?
The last
KO is,
elimination
yeah,
game they
KO
play,
is a better
the
Phoenix,
final
but
map,
like
they pull out this composition, they pull it over the line, they qualify to this grand
Phoenix,
final.
you can go kind of
Punting
like
on it
you
again,
can
and
go
if
like
it works,
stupid and
it
like
could be
it'll
something
work out.
legendary.
Well, this is match point, series
Like obviously
point,
there's some stuff that
potentially
KO
tournament
can't do
point
that Phoenix
here
can.
for Loud. They're on the
And
edge of making history.
yeah.
Over to you, Pansy and Hyper.
I do
for
think with the
map
new
4.
Phoenix ult, the Phoenix flashes, how fast his gun deploys after walling, like all that makes a big difference.
To go by so far, it should be far from a clear-cut case. We've
Neon's
had
worst
OTs,
map.
We've had crazy turnarounds. We've had some quite clear-cut map results.
Does it have to be in the
too,
pool?
Mike,
Pearl's good. Fracture's good.
Haven's
Haven's okay.
This could be their opportunity now to truly claim their title and move it, forward, lock it in.
Yeah,
tell me some hopium here for Optic. Tell me what they've got that they
Breeze can work too.
As all stands, it's Loud.
What map am I missing? Bind?
I mean, call it hopium. We're relying on
Bind's
still
doable.
not getting a solid grasp on how Optic want to apply this composition. And Victor's been great.
Icebox. I don't think Icebox is good, actually.
Ultimates, even just on some of the dry rounds, on utility alone, they have some really, really cool little set pieces behind it. But Loud, like I said, they've had the opportunity to sit back and watch
Ascent.
this now,
No,
in effect.
no Ascent, actually.
And where Optic have
Actually,
been happy
replace
to
Icebox,
play
Ascent.
unorthodox and
Yeah,
really upset the rhythm of some of these
Ascent when
rounds.
Neon can be
That's
awkward.
what's going to be tested here on Haven. Looking fairly all in. Initially here for Optic, it's only one member.
Yeah, I was thinking
so
Icebox
that's
B.
Sassy.
I feel like A is okay because there's a lot of corners,
side
but
hold, I mean,
B side's just like too
close
open,
enough, but
where it's really
early
hard to get
burst
like
from
stuns off.
Optic. But no progress on the other extremity.
No, and they're making quite quick progress here. This should be quite concise if all goes to plan. Clearing out the close corners on towards Sewer, but no one really paying much mind to it because we see it. Louder playing a little bit deeper. One towards CT, one towards Heaven. Victor gonna
Dude, this is the power of Phoenix right here.
and actually take that space himself. Doubling down on that, it's also Crashies, but both taking a little low here. Look at the HP. Crashies, Victor, and FNS, all a little chipped up.
They have 3 people that are basically one taps.
On the flank, so he has to wait this out for the time being. The fault line's doing perfect. Actually catching 3 here, less.
Oh, wait, Les is...
Time to get the wrap on as well. Sassy noting 2, but somehow they stay alive. It's Sadak to connect towards Victor, down to 3 now. Sadak waiting on the player and towards Graffiti. Can they get him in time? Pancada prize away at Finesse.
Oh my god.
All on 1. And then it was quickly none. 4 playing this back in perfectly. Loud on these retakes are golden.
The fault line was beautiful.
Whenever
they
you
actually
do
only
that,
got the
I
one
feel
kill
like
off
you're
the back
doing
of
something.
that. Les swings through, finds that headshot. Unfortunately, all that damage done early on. I remember Victor and Crashies, I believe, tucked into Graffiti. Was so tagged up. I mean, Sassy should have had those kills, to be honest. He was so close
my carpet upside down
to finding them. Optic 7-0 in revenge matches. And now actually up against the ropes.
Optic have never lost a revenge match.
Sweet moment this will be across the board. If you've loved this matchup, again, seeing Loud, for example, go out in groups. Last time we got to see this real matchup go down in another tournament. And what a reply would that be? Revenge truly served best when it's cold. And at this point, already damage. Oh, gonna catch Crashies. It didn't actually get the second player, but again, the walking wounded left. Mark outdoes on 1. Quick handling of this. Sassy fired up now. That leads to Sadak's there. It's comfortable in the end. Softened at the start.
Is there a rematch? This is a rematch because Loud won against Optic in the upper bracket, and Optic went to the lower bracket, and so this is the second time they're playing.
Homework factor. Some of the things that Optic set up in the early round. 2 kills on the side of Optic, Victor and Marv to get on
Minus
board
groups.
Here.
Minus groups.
2 Bulldogs and a Vandal.
Yeah, no, minus groups.
In the hands of Les here.
I think the statistic was mainly for playoffs because you don't really have like a rematch in groups.
Actually. Especially now if they want to sit a little deeper and force Optic to explore the map. Deep smoke on A lobby as well. That's actually going to draw Crashies and FNS back here. On the back of that, Les is actually tucked into sewers now with that rifle. He's got a safe TP outside Link.
Dude, wow.
Right.
Rewarded for the early setup.
Yeah.
And that's just all on the back of that smoke. That smoke draws Crashies and FNS.
I'm new for the
$6.90.
Buy your new merch. Looks fire. Appreciate it.
Theory's fantastic.
I was thinking Red Cryptics for the $5.
Watching it pay off in real time. Just perfect. Looks like they are reconvening over towards the A site. Already early work and space taken by FNS.
That's chocolate. You can have that.
Side 2. Yeah, you're going to kind of linger around middle. And not necessarily a bad call. Correct call as it stands, noting that we do have this less on the other side, sat deep towards kind of the stairs, almost CT, back up towards Heaven. So there should be a plan here.
Here,
I do wonder if they try and get someone potentially early towards CT or get a little ahead of it.
How about I give you half my seat? What do you think about that?
Yeah, looks like they're trying that, absolutely. Feel they've been given a little bit of freedom here. How much space do they try and take?
I can share my seat.
Finesse. Trying to maybe set up Victor a little here, but see how diligent they are on the way back in. Once again, Loud are notoriously good at this.
Finesse caught on that one, and actually the Armstrong might even fall to this, but pinch comes through. Sadak and Lesser found kills. Aspas over the top now. He's found Yay.
What?
He's found Marv. It's just instantaneous. Loud have a talent, and you are watching it in droves.
Look at the HP bars. Barely breaking a sweat. They create that early advantage. Sassy has fallen, but that's it. A tag onto Les.
It's all peaches and cream for them when they're working back in like that. I've never seen it look so easy.
That's the third converted.
I will say,
with 4 standing.
dude, Breach is just so good on this map.
And it's all on the back of this early setup.
The fact that Optic doesn't have a Breach is insane.
What a beautiful round.
Oh, Man's is flying.
From Loud. It's ridiculous. And that's the plan from the get-go. You see, as soon as that first blood's drawn, they know they have the 5v4, they have numbers advantage. They reset back into that retake setup.
Why would you say,
Guardian,
or would you say Breach is OP? Not OP, but he's good.
Straight through towards Gary.
I mean, it's not like a must pick, but it's a solid pick. What is that flash?
And take Garage. Now they're going to seemingly prop up one, going to potentially crashes in towards that and explore the rest of the map. They had everyone else sat towards the bottom of the middle, but it's over towards A long they're exploring. See Victor potentially note that. Less going to be forced off the angle as Optic start to look to potentially threaten that B site.
Well, no, Victor actually pops the running back.
Oh, nice.
I know they're going to force less off, and actually the spam comes through. Victor, he's found the kill.
But Sadak's here. Sadak is here, and they have no idea. They have absolutely no idea. There's Sadak among them. He's going to find one. FNS falls quickly to the frenzy, but he doesn't get it. Where's the spike and all that's being planted? That's going down.
Hey.
Made something out of nothing in this one.
You can't have that.
Didn't have the best buy, but made it work. Sassy and Aspas. So much room to try and clear through and so little concept as to where they are.
Optic going to play this one passively as well. It's just Victor to hold close contact. Still got 2 flashes to work with, actually. The close range here, the Stinger going to cause real problems on the way back through onto B site. Sassy going to try and find something here at least. We'll catch one in the seas. And Victor going to pull the trigger now. Finds Aspas. Sassy trying to get away with this. Potential to do a little bit of damage, but 4 on the round for Victor.
Stop biting my chair.
Thrifty converted.
Stop biting me.
On the back of Stingers and a little bit of aggression.
Oh my god, ow.
That's even with Sanak getting into potentially a deadly position. Behind
Where the fuck do you see me from?
Pressure,
Where did they come from?
Lovely work with the paranoia and the catch and the commitment behind it. Chasing that down, but you're right. It was Sadak that I started to get nervous about his presence being there. He could have potentially found 2, maybe more.
Dog.
Wasn't the case. Victor outdid him. And he's got the running back on nice and quick as well. So this is exactly what you'd want if it was the Optic. Utilize this Phoenix to its best potential. And it looks like an early start here. Top flash off the back of the Prowler. And away he goes. Victor's off on one. Yeah, he's got Pancarter, and it's going to be a quick flash towards B and the chase down. He wants to get in there, but the slow going to hinder a little progress and bring less in for the fight. But the operator now noted, forced to back, but look at Optic. Already on the site. There was nowhere to run for him and nowhere to hide. The spike now going to be delivered, and the plant going to come through.
What?
Come on.
Sadak found that kill?
How?
The Rolling Thunder gets posted as well. Aspas looking to close the distance, but doesn't get on to top of default.
Just catching his shins on the way through, but looks for the fight still. Yay, wins it, of course he does. Dazed and confused, it doesn't matter. Optic regain composure in this round, only losing 2 for themselves, but
you
to close the gap.
And the run it back creates so much pressure. The C site completely abandoned. There's so much pressure coming on to B. And it's less to be the one to feel that heat. Optic navigate their way all the way onto C site, and ultimately it's just 1 kill that defines this round.
That fucking hurt.
Actually, even with the funds here, it's just the rifle for Aspas, a couple of Stingers here for Loud. Optic revert back towards A lobby here, and yeah, he posts up with the operator, Aspas and Sassy. You can see him on the X-ray.
Here.
Just holding on to the angle though. Aspas conscious of that rifle.
Huh?
Be sharp for it.
Real quick.
How do you beat the op?
Let's taken away more than just the tip of the
Oh,
spear.
I
That's
feel like
Yay
Mochi's
now.
like chewing somebody she shouldn't.
Moved.
She's a fiend. She chewed up my laptop charger while I was plugged in,
So much damage
and that shit was like
rounds this.
like
look at the buy.
sparking.
It is stingers. You know, the headhunter for less sure, and the rifle for Aspas, but being able to activate him of all people is essential to outcome. And they're standing and fighting on this one, but they have to respect the paranoia committed. And now you can see that link rotation coming in. The two players kind of peeling away from the A side. They're ready for this B fight. They were here so fast. Aspas, he is faking himself. Such a problem. The paint shell on the way out, but he's done the damage. FNS has 3 to 5.
Oh my god.
Sadak just throws himself at him.
Another Thrifty to flip this back, and Sassy's utility completely shutting down this audible towards B site. And the rifle paying dividends in that regard. Decay just
I'm in daycare right now.
absolutely blindsiding Optic.
Oh, he's awesome. Where can I find one? It's at Tenz.gg. It's my new merch.
The fact he was so present in this round, considering he's the only one
I did
with the
like
rifle,
there's like a
was brilliant.
my logo
really
is
good
right
to see him
here in
take that
black.
space.
I just wanted something that doesn't stick
Yay
out
at
too
the
much.
start, quick rotation onto B. Really, really good, and maybe rinse and repeat. Let's see it. Yay. Wants
was
the
actually
challenge.
posted on that
Yeah,
angle
he was
initially.
waiting.
I've got to be careful. He's going to eat a ton of damage there.
Is both TPs? Oh no, it's only one.
63.
Oh, they're exploring sewer though.
Fuck.
Was the fault line, I think,
Okay,
going
now
to set
they're
them
wrestling,
up for
that's
this,
fine.
but doesn't catch.
And neither did the
Prowler
Prowler. Yeah.
I mean, they don't push through, but at least denial of information there. Thank God. Oh,
Poggers.
the door got broken and Crashy's punished for it. Thank God that actually finds the headshot. And Victor now trying to get behind this, but Pancada now will slip into a more
Dude, that
passive
cone is like
angle
the
with
worst thing
less to
ever.
complement that with that operator. Yeah,
Dude,
he's still
she actually got her cone off. Like
exploring
when
towards
Kaide and
A.
I went out for dinner date,
Loud been
she got
happy
her
to give
cone
this up.
off
Because they can take it
And
back
happy
so
with-
easily.
exactly, yeah.
and
team looks so
chewed the fuck out of it.
comfortable in these retakes.
Literally chewed it to an unwearable amount.
Victor doesn't win out either. That's a problem. They're down to pretty substantial numbers. Marved noted super early, down so low. And this retake again still looking as refined as ever. FNS at least going to be back looking a little healthier, but yeah, only good for one. Now it's on FNS.
Dude,
He's got
Aspas is
so
the
many
parkour
problems,
master.
He can't get away from any of them.
This
Loud
guy
once
might
again
be a
proving
he might be a bird.
retakes
He's
are
flying
just
through
one
the air.
of the skills that they truly have honed.
Yeah, they've really got their finger on the pulse here. They know exactly when to re-hit A site. Like I said, on the back of creating these early advantages, they know that they can come back through and play the trades. It doesn't even come to that. It's the second time
Dude,
where there's
she's
4
so
people
fast.
left standing to retake A site. Optic, they have to answer back here. There has to be some form of adjustment. Because Loud are playing into, they're giving them the tools
Wait,
to
she's
play into
smart.
their
She knows how
hands.
to flip her cone inside out.
The benefit of nearly a full house of ultimates here. Victor just missing 2 for the run it back.
But tell me you're not getting worried though, even if you're...
I'm already worried. With how Loud are approaching this defensive half, I'm already worried. Because Optic can't convert the advantage that ultimately Loud are giving to them.
Correct. That's the thing that scares me in this. The win conditions that Optic were looking for, you know, getting plants, getting into the site, getting entries, you know, they're still doing okay, but the problem is
Why does she wear it? So she doesn't lick her stitches
so
and it gets infected,
comfortable.
and then she gets
Just to put it in
sick,
perspective,
or
Optic have
it takes
nearly
longer
an
to heal.
80% post-plant success rate.
That's the reason why the cone's
And
on.
they're being given free plants.
Yep.
Effectively 4 people on site with free roam of where to
Yeah,
set up
any nice
utility.
post plants you fancy, yeah.
And they still can't convert.
Yeah.
So they need to nip this in the butt early on. I mean, we're already in round 8. I say early on.
You ever been scared
This
of dogs
one's
since?
Already spiraling
I haven't
out
been
control
scared
if
of
you
dogs
look at
though.
the nature
I'm
of some
actually
of these
kind
round
of scared of
victories and
cats.
Actually, that's
Because
take into account.
I'm
yes, the
scared
ultimates are there,
of.
but the fun's
Like I'm low
starting
key
to
scared of
dwindle.
cats. Like cats
For
put me on
Optic.
edge.
Well, the Tour de Force
I think
will
they're
offset
cute,
that here.
but they put
There's
me on
Victor
edge
at
sometimes.
2700 and Crashy's
Because I feel like
at
cats are kind of
1700.
unpredictable.
For me, I like the pace when we saw those B hits, you know, that C split
Because
that came
you
through as well.
you could be petting
That
a cat,
seemed to work well
and
enough. You need to have a brawl in this because
it'll just fucking scratch you or bite you for no
they
reason.
will absolutely destroy you. And again, they're getting creative.
Which
they're getting more
might have
aggressive
happened
and
before.
assertive, pushing
With a
down
dog,
on
it's like
Aspas. Gonna add
it
insult
kind of
to
lets you
injury.
know if it's
As soon
gonna
as, of
bite
course,
you.
The reasonable answer would be to adjust and look towards C, look towards B, where they found success. There's already a stack there, and you've already lost the back line.
No, but she's play biting me.
Up behind this wall, but he's posted up.
She's not like trying to like
Punish. Mark
kill
actually
me, bite me,
finds
you know?
Aspas elsewhere.
Would they back away though?
Being now less to be against the ropes here. Spotted out by Marvs as well. Actually, half shot misses.
Less. How much more can you do? Pressure mounting, deleted. Crashes is there, but there was still a player on long. I don't think they noted the one player on long. Pancada has such an opportunity. But he sees one, he sees two, and they scatter away from him. But a 1v2. You got Ye posted towards long, ready for post.
Ye has the op.
On the way around supporting.
He doesn't just have the op, he has the fucking super op. This is quite literally unwinnable.
Garage notes nothing.
Marv still has a paranoia as well.
Ooh, trying to bait the shot there, Yay! So,
wait, dude, you lose his arm.
Yay. And considering it looked like Loud had the right read on this, that was the adjustment coming in. Credit to Optic for still sticking the landing.
Absolutely. Again, the aftershock just missing on the lockdown. At least gives Optic a little more confidence. There's going to be no secondary angle being held from CT, and they can really pressure less. I mean, it's not often you say it, but Pancada's just a little bit cleaner with that. That can completely change the outcome because Marv is so disconnected.
WWE SmackDown behind me? I know.
5-3 now.
They always do that. They always
You need to see it strung together, though. See if Optic do have variety to this. Because once again, you're going to see a quick rotation, though. Now, last time we saw them get punished through B connector when they went for that B hit off the back. These two players are on that A site. But already, a lot of presence noted, but have they got a plan in mind? I want to see if they've read these rotations now.
Well, look at this now. On the back of the success on A site and giving it up, they can stack 3 towards Garage and C. And actually with less on the operator. I mean, they also have a 2-man hold on B.
I think they've read this. I think, considering how quickly that Prowler became committed, they've got to have noted they pulled the players away this early. It's actually a lot of information being found just by seeing this utility already committed. They could...
They're doing a B fake. Oh, never mind.
Again, it's once again retake time. It's terrifying.
The concern being is now you look at it and actually Rolling Thunder, Showstopper to come back through on the retake. And that makes it even more comfortable. Correct. Or at least on the side of Loud, even more confident for them in the retake.
Oh, yeah. And they still, obviously, if you're Optic, you still have to clear up here. So it becomes really apparent that you've not felt pressure anywhere else on the map by this point. Now, you can't blame them. They have to be diligent. It'd be, we'd be blaming them for not clearing their corners if they didn't. So in they go. Similar scenes. And now we have to see if they can withhold. Can they withstand Loud?
They're playing off the site.
Open plant, so I think Optic are going to give up site here. This could be the adjustment that actually finds them converting one of these rounds.
Could be the best plan they've had so far. There's that Showstopper coming in, both of the key components you were talking about. That's only one on the site, so it's only going to note 1, maybe 2 up towards heaven.
Well,
Aspas posts it! Finds a recipient, that's going to be Crashy's gone. And they're going to know this now. If you're Loud, you know they are sitting deep on this one. The smoke's going to go in, the paranoia's there. Victor, you got to get on this.
Someone half it and get off.
Finally, they deny the defuse. The flash is great. Victor's still alive and 3 still standing. Optic not out of this one. The adjustments worked. They found their answer. They've dealt with Loud.
And now actually it swings back in the opposite direction. Loud have to address this. If some ultimates come online, and particularly actually if Victor can put his running back to use and clear out that A site, allowing a free plant, allowing that deep reset in the post-plant hole.
Yeah, that post-plant by Optic was good.
Could become concerning. Marv finding 2 blind kills there.
Fair enough.
Kind of look like me.
We got the running back for Victor. See where that gets committed in the end. And I wonder if there's repetition to be found with this.
How are they still wrestling in the background?
Protocol is meaning they have to pull the players away from A, find that space, do all the same work towards Garage, towards B, not lose players. Obviously easier said than done as Pancada. He's posted on this one.
So close.
Yeah, and look at the flash and the Prowler combo. Great to take space. We actually really like the combination between Fade and Phoenix here.
Joke's over.
But Les is posted with the operator. That's going to be a shot. Not landing that he would have wanted. Slowed down, but certainly not stopped. And now the pressure starts to mount. He's got one. Victor isolating the fight towards Pancada. Waiting was Aspas. Greets him with a smile and says goodbye. But it is Aspas and Les up against 3. Look where that spike's going and look where Ye is. This is just fantastic progress. You can see on a deeper angle. And Les considered it, but was not ready for it.
Spike planted. Able to create some pressure.
The Red Dog's name is Mochi.
That's the rifle. I mean, 1,200 in the bank. Oh, he's going to make a concerted effort for this, but with Ye slipping deeper into spawn. He's got to dig him out first. That has to be the first scalp to claim, and already time slipping away from him.
Well, teleport's ready.
Ain't clean, ain't pretty, but you're going to take those. Your job done. Okay, Optic have the answer. Now, I guess this is when we look at the scoreline, and if we want to discuss kind of, bigger picture across the board, you have to chalk up the fact that, one, yes, Loud did convert that bonus, but they also picked up the pistol, right? So there was a nice little buffer at the start of things. Once we got into the meat of it, yes, those retakes were very impressive, but Optic came prepared with an answer. So technically,
who's winning?
Even though the scoreline is sitting all even,
Mochi or Kuro? Who's winning?
A little towards Optic, considering the vast majority of the rounds that they've garnered are in the full gun rounds. Let's see if that holds true. As once again, we're seeing this kind of combination here. We'll flash out the window. We did see the Prowler last time, not this
really?
time.
This is noted.
Temptation to follow that out. Marked. Ooh, gets himself the angle, but it's Victor to find success towards middle as Sadak tried to explore a little.
And also it's the walk out. Optic are now trying to gain an advantage on the back of Loud being so eager to find some space elsewhere behind this early presence shown.
Here.
More Optic
Here.
stacked up outside B. Smokes go up. Now let's warm on the other side. Not full coverage here though. Actually, the paranoia in the paint shell. I don't know if that will find a kill, but definitely prevented the spike. But Victor looking to get aggressive. Marv now with the backfill.
Wait, what's happened?
All the kills though.
3 of them.
4v2?
And now it's looking like an absolute
3v1?
travesty. As it's only Ye, 41 HP and 48 seconds. Oh, he pulled the trigger. I thought the discipline might have kicked in. Not the case. Loud. Stabilize.
And they absolutely needed this. They would have been broke for round 12 if Optic had closed this out. 3 survive. Carry these weapons across. The operator maintained as well.
Okay, they're gonna use the Killjoy ult this round.
Yeah, actually, Sadak and I was gonna say Sassy, whether or not they can spread the funds effectively here. So it's Sassy to play it out with a light shield, but the important thing being the operator available here.
Yeah.
If they can, they're gonna try to force it because
last
like
time used reactively in garage, whether or not they set up. For
you can't just
a site
save
here.
it, you know.
Actually, the ping towards
Last
sewer.
round, so you're gonna set up a play around the Killjoy ult. Looks like they might be trying to do garage.
To explore this, and this
Whoa,
time
that's smokes down. That's big.
Catches Marved ahead of getting into position.
I'm assuming they get Killjoy in
now.
the corner or attempt to, and try to ult.
Down, Sadak gonna fill the void. Quick flash to buy some time, but the pressure's still mounting.
Oh, that's not if everyone doesn't die.
Less is everywhere at once. Paranoia's coming through. Everything's starting to look good for Loud in this round. Probably leading into the half on this one. It looks inevitable unless Crashies turns on a dime and does that. He's looking for Less as well, as Less is encroaching towards this. He's still got a minute.
Yeah.
He's got a lot of time to play with here. And he got close in that last clutch. You found some room.
If Sassy goes back and
Two of the opposing
holds
players are playing
Flame.
right next to each other.
I mean,
No, he's doubled up. They're doubled up.
Spawn, right? If he's not,
Dude, if he goes around into garage.
have to assume he's playing aggressively.
Oh my god, okay.
See anything? No.
He's going to get the free plant here. We'll have the ultimate available. This goes reveal back, but it's 30 HP to work with. And finally now, Loud starting to figure it out.
There's the problem. It's been given away.
30 seconds left.
He does have his ult online though.
It's just one shot.
You know what's his best bet?
It's all Loud need to land.
Like ulting and trying to throw like an eye that's
long if he wants it.
will not be like heard or seen.
So pretty. Both of them on such good HP. And they're clearing methodically. They're checking every single corner. Horn goes towards long. That will at least.
They're gonna look towards sewer now.
He's not there. Instantly they turn and look towards sewer.
Yeah.
They got a little scary, got a little dicey. But once again, the retake holds strong.
Big
Loud
ass pistol round right here.
carving themselves a lead here, Mike. It's only 7-5, but it's given them an advantage now.
It absolutely has, yeah. So to come out of that with a 2-round advantage, especially considering the disadvantage at the start they started with, brilliant stuff from Optic.
You win,
It certainly is, but it's not over
What?
yet. This is only the first half. Let's go back down to the desk.
I love this series. It's so close between these two teams. I know before
when we
Agent
first got
Select,
Mochi,
we weren't quite
the
sure
speed
how
at
we
which
felt about
she ate
Phoenix,
was
but now
fucking
you've seen it against Loud.
Like,
Josh, what are your
she would
opinions
give her a plate
on
of
it?
food,
Well, I think Victor
and
did a
she would
great job
devour
actually
it within like
recovering
less
the
than
half
a
because it was looking dire
half
there
second.
to
She
start
would.
with.
I don't
You know,
think
Loud
she
were really able to
used
get a
to chew.
snowball
I'm
going
pretty sure
off
she
the
just
back
used
of
to
Aspas.
swallow.
He's having a fantastic map.
Because
And now the questions become,
like a
you know,
Rafu diet,
when we
and
are
you give
looking
them, like, these
forwards,
cubes.
about Victor and whether
I
or
shit
not
you
he's
not,
going to
she
be
had
able
one
to
bite
keep this
each
up
cube.
because this was
But
Victor's
she'd
best
take
half, at
3
least
bites
when you look
in
back at how
less
they
than a second.
Previously.
Yeah, but for Ospas, it's been good for him as well. And I think for Loud, they've been defined by how they were playing in these retakes. So often completely even up this A site and trusting their ability to fight back in. This is one of those rounds. This was actually the bonus round that they managed to convert. And they're just super well coordinated on these rehits, particularly with this double initiator comp and Ospas feeling enabled on that raise. But as the half progressed, Optic really found their way back into things and again made those adaptations on the fly.
Is 5 enough? The question is exactly.
Mochi's actually done
is
teething.
5 enough? Because when you look at Optic and how they play,
she's just
Haven,
playful
on their attack side, that
but
is
she's
where
still
they've
like
been
she's still
collecting
puppy,
all the rounds
you know.
to take away that map so
Like
far.
Kudo's like a year and a half old.
Tournament.
Whereas
so I'm wondering now, as the
Mochi
sides
is
swap around,
still
Optic are going to be playing on the defensive side. It sounds like
like
they're playing
young.
double Sentinel comp, but they have looked weaker on that side. And I think 7 rounds for Loud. Listen, they take the pistol round. I think they may have just carved out a spot in history.
They may have one step away. You win this map, you close out Haven, and you're the first Brazilian team to ever take a trophy home. What an achievement it could be.
Loud just 6 rounds away from that trophy. Pansy and Hypog, let's see if they can close this one out.
I'm gonna give the dogs to Kaide after this pistol run, so I can focus on the match.
They've given themselves the footing here, Mike. They've
Can't
given themselves
multitask.
that pathway
It's
to
impossible.
glory. 7-5, they've absolutely given themselves a chance, but it's not
My dog is like 5 and still
completely
playful.
out of
Dude,
the woods
Kudo's
yet.
like the
There's
chillest
still
dog in the world.
danger. There's still
This guy
OC
will
from Optic.
like
it's not over yet. It's
literally
how
sit
bad
with me
Optic want
for
this.
hours.
And
If
last
I'm
time actually
if I'm in a
versus
room, he
DRX,
follows
it was
me,
Marv
and then he'll
Yates
just sit.
to really be the driving forces on defense. Victor struggled to find any sort of success here, and now let's actually swing immediately on this angle. Will force Victor and Crashy's a little deeper on site, but already reinforcements here in A-Link. Now don't stop it though. They're straight onto site.
Yeah, but already Optic fell away from this. It's looking for like... Actually, I suppose he was mid-tempo in this, because looking at
she's
FNS's
chilling now,
position,
though.
and they've got the molly going to be clearing out towards Graffiti. The burst on the side, but it gets manhandled, sent back by the Frenzies. But then, a double dip!
Oh my god.
Triple, they've all gone back in!
Oh
and
my
it's
god.
a massacre!
Absolutely stomped. As Optic try and get ahead of the curve, get ahead of that plant coming through. Loud have their heads on a swivel. That looked good initially, as soon as that molly goes up. I mean, FNS is here so quickly. Problem being, there's too many frenzies. Tucked up so close on site. That's a pacey start to the second half. Pistol on the board. Actually, 3 rifles to come through here. 2 bulldogs on the board.
She just laid down.
Optic only have classics to work with. And the stun actually going to go onto the orb. Do they try and punish this? Trying to feed Victor.
Oh yeah, I think I missed an alert
Another
earlier.
orb and some utility invested.
I thank you, Kokux, for the $10, and also anybody else that subbed. Thank you so much. I haven't been able to catch up on alerts because I've been invested in the game, and the alert sounds are off.
Yeah, he slipped through as well. Got to be conscious though, because Pancada's already at C-Long.
He's got a lot of space.
Kaide.
Loud have to take a breather.
Yeah.
I think they will wait for Pancada to find something.
No, you should have seen it, Kaide.
3 shots in the headhunter.
The first map was like the scrappiest map I've ever seen in my life.
Hey, prowling around down here.
Like, dude, the first map was actually a street fight. That's what it was.
This would be cool for the rotation, but you've got... Oh, a shot and a half is what you've got. Yay.
Pancada, though, he's slipped
Says
all the
same
way
scene.
through.
Here's the same scene. Now, Yay would be the best to note this, because now the alarm bell rings. The 3 players at CT swing together. He still gets one. Sassy on the other side with another.
Wait.
And a 2v2. Any recoverable weapons? Yes, Marv's got himself a bulldog. And Sassy in the back line is surely considered. Less forced away. And now with 18 seconds, they turn into
He dinked the wrong guy.
And overrun Sassy. I asked how bad they want it. Apparently real bad. Still find this out, they hear the plant.
10 seconds.
And Les sitting pretty though. He's got the rifle. He's still got the light armor beside him. Molly towards the site, clears it, notes nothing. And the timing. Les is going around the world just at the right time.
He slipped away from the spike, though. He's not in line of sight.
He's absolutely not. So, going to be pressured. Do they consider it? Do they think about it? Already they get contact on it, but the spray's good. He's not stopping. Marv's not stopping. He finally comes
Wait,
out
why did you get
again.
off?
And Les
You literally win
punishes
that.
him.
He won it if he stuck it.
I mean, any other round, in any other matchup,
Sure.
Marv sticks that.
Of course he does.
Because he's gotten away with it so many times. But Les, the absolute hero here. Victor almost has
Dude,
it.
Oh, the Iceman himself finally melting a little under the pressure of it all.
Okay, wait, Cuddy, I need to bring the dogs to you real quick.
What a round from Optic, though.
Yep. Something out of nothing. Something out of nothing.
Look at the repurchase back into Loud.
I mean, they're still pretty good with the Spectre. I'm not going to put it past them at 9-5. If they make it to 10 now, I'm getting real worried for Optic's chances here. Loud on the verge of double digits. If they can somehow dig deep in this, your Danger Man, always going to be less here. That rifle, still in the hand. Don't forget about that.
Actually, there's one way. It kind of sets up Yay as well. It's only Aspas positioned here. Crashy's actually now slipping away towards Heaven. I think there's two. Potential here for Sadak and Sassy to try and fake something onto A site. I think Crashy's used this lineup before. It's dirty.
Oh my god.
And at least if he can confirm that this is a fake and nobody follows up on potentially the fault line or a prowler or anything sent out on that side.
Good timing on the check.
Finally gets the ping here.
But that's not where the spike is.
Nope.
What an
that's
interesting
big info, right?
alarm
Look
bot.
at the scattering. Instantly adjusting right back across, mirroring the movement. But
Never
by
seen
now,
like
Loud
anything like that in my life.
That's great. Perfect paranoia, and they're burning alive. And now moved down. Good trade, though. Less.
Dude, if Les plays in the smoke?
Pushes into
Oh my
smoke.
god.
Zero respect, zero fear. He's waiting for them to appear on the other side. They have no idea about this. Who blinks
She's
first?
right next to
Who
him.
moves first? They have no clue. Unless, how is he
Oh
doing
my
it?
god.
Time and time
Les.
again.
Oh,
Breaking
the
Optic's
ace.
hearts and giving him the ace.
Absolutely ridiculous. There's only one noted on A site, but they scramble for this rotation. They're trying to send bodies to bail Crashies out. The alarm bot gives it away. I mean, a ton of damage here. Look how much damage Les actually eats there.
This guy's
Wait, how old is Les again?
There's something different about the way this guy plays the game.
Absolute
17,
madness.
holy shit. He broke the fucking microphone.
Now you're definitely worried. Loud have found double digits.
Found confidence. Their individuals are warming into the game now. Everything's starting to line up here.
Dude, I know I'm old Kaide.
2 more rounds to get towards series point, championship point. And they are very much poised for that. They have the perfect purchase coming into the next round. Optic, far from it. But the odds have been against Optic before. I will never write them out until it's over. This is the championship. It is a Sunday, you know what I mean? Anything can and will happen.
I mean, they gave it a bloody good shot last time with just pistols.
Yeah.
Came right down to the wire. It was less to bail them out in that round 2 as well. It was ascended now. Playing a different game out here on Haven.
Yeah.
With just 2 stingers here for Optic. Marved and Victor.
The fact that Les is doing
Ghost
this
in
while
hand for
playing
FNS.
like fucking
Yeah, you're gonna load up on
like
Headhunter.
Cypher and shit as well.
Optic looking to get a little aggressive.
I've seen him on
here.
Viper, I've
FNS
seen him
to
on Cypher.
Support Marv. Get him tucked in nice and early. And Crashies will be in range to hear this utility going into sewers. It's not the first time Loud have showed presence here. I think that previous round definitely going to be present in the thought process here for Optic. Don't want to give any opportunity in terms of over-rotating here. Actually stick to their guns. Nobody moving on the side of Optic.
I'm not gonna say anything. I'm not
Committed to this
gonna.
four-man hold towards C.
I'm not gonna say anything. I don't want to jinx
Loud.
anything.
Happy to play out the downtime here.
Oh yeah.
Whenever I speak, I'll speak stuff into existence.
Build that pressure. The tension almost palpable at this point. You know that Optic.
Okay, but in
starting
theory,
to get,
this is an easy round for Loud.
those dire thoughts.
Because
Not
the
out of it yet,
Optic
but
are
it's looking
playing
like
retake,
that landslide is falling
and
your way.
like they stacked the wrong site.
The stingers, whatever they can
30 seconds
scrape
left.
together.
The only way
is
they
simply
get this off is if Crashies gets a kill right here,
We
like
wait
through the
though.
smoke.
Gonna go up.
They were aware of it.
Noting nothing on the site. The plant comes in for free. It was a C stack. It was a gamble. Didn't work out.
Well, Optic
Yeah, they are aware.
Standing, but
both teams have done their research on each other.
I mean, with how disciplined Loud have played, don't even expect these Stingers to get much done here. Only one flash to work with. The paranoia as well for Marv, but it's going to take a miracle. Loud just set up already with this utility so late on in the round. It didn't cost them anything to get in here. So they have so much to slow down this retake.
You're right. It's all those time purchases starting to really mount up.
They can't even go for the retake.
Straight out of it. Flash is good. Might catch Pancada, but it's just nothing. It's odds and ends. A whimper at the end of the round.
Aspas got out there.
Carved on the board for Loud now. We could be moments away. One more round and it's championship point. And Optic haven't got off the starting blocks here in the second half.
We saw them turn the tides in the first. Talking about their ability to stop that early momentum and get around on the board. They were successful previously, but it's going to take a miracle here. 6-round deficit. Optic barely anything left in the tank after this in terms of the finances. A run it back to work with. Actually, Les going to pop the tour de force off the rip here. Victor pretty deep here. I mean, if he does want to throw out the run it back, he has to clear all this space. He does.
Right,
he's out.
Good. Going to force the TP away. A little bit of a gamble on the spam and hoping it finds something and he gets sent away. Not finding as much as he'd like here, but you're absolutely right. Information aplenty.
Does he get back onto this angle though? Les is posted up now, anticipating some sort of re-aggression here from Optic. Now Victor's holding an active angle. Crashy's, I guess, ready to swing off the contact.
Teleport's ready.
Oh my god.
That's nearly spotting the barrel.
I thought he was gonna like spam him for a second.
They wouldn't dare peek into this.
Now Victor has no flashes left.
Yeah, and then
they're trying to funnel them into C.
This is all building towards a C crunch anyway.
FNS needs to get this kill right here.
Garage. It's going to be FNS who's now going to be drawn to attention. Great control on the first. Silences Aspas. Pancada soon to follow. Finally traded out though. Sadak going to build in through Garage. Yay with a great position, but Blind can't do much more. And it's still Marv to the back of the side. The Iceman himself needs to stay cool. And he's done well with one, but it's not going to be enough. As Sassy now in the 1v2. Plant going to come in, but they are closing the gap fast to save Plant. But then
This is a dangerous man to leave in the clutch.
Did he note the one close through Garage? He absolutely has! And with 48
oh my god!
He's done the unthinkable! He's taken them to 12! And now one
holy fuck.
More heroics from these Loud players. Sassy delivering here on Haven. What a ridiculous clutch. Just ridiculous.
That's 12 off the back of this.
He's so composed as well.
He knows he's absolutely gone on the ropes. We are one round away. The last purchase potentially for Optic. It's now or it's never. It's do or it's die. And it's a double stack towards Sewer. Pancada already ripping the head off of Ye's shoulders. Would they predict the second?
Oh, it's over. It's over.
Pancada!
It's over. Oh my god.
Breaking Victor in two. And now there's only 3 standing. And it's all building towards this A site.
They've got so much utility to work with.
Oh my
again,
god.
Pancada and Aspas have both found one.
It was literally meant to be. It was literally meant to be. He could get knifed.
FNS, and after so much time, many years of heartbreak at the hands of Optic, Loud beat them in the best possible way, becoming the Valorant 2022 champion. What a moment for the men on the stage.
Absolutely incredible performance from Loud today. Besting Optic. They can see what it means to them as well.
They're so happy.
Of that region pinned.
Thank Asa for the 50 gifted.
On those
also, anybody else I missed, appreciate it.
And they deliver here.
And they've been living in the shadows of Optic. Forced out in the group stages, constantly beaten, questioned their capability. And how many times do we say Optic then just kind of flourish through the tournament? But now is the time.
Oh my god.
They fought so goddamn hard to stand on that stage
and
to face their biggest foe in the final, the grand final, and beat them here. truly something to be proud of. And an incredible game from both sides, Mike.
Absolutely, and this isn't even to say, you know, as if Optic just completely fell short here.
No, they didn't.
Loud put on an absolute masterclass, particularly here on Haven, just demonstrating such solid discipline. And a couple of these Loud players coming up huge individually.
Yes.
Optic take nothing away from their run.
No.
Incredible consistency to even make it to here.
How many teams have we seen just shy away from the spotlight after picking up one big victory, but no, Optic always showed their diligence coming back around. But this moment is for them on the screen. Loud. Again, they had so much hard time put their way by their opponents here. So many people questioning their capability, and they have proven everybody wrong.
And what a moment. Fantastic
I have
stuff.
to,
Again, talk about
I have to do L now, right?
Here,
I can't jinx it anymore. I can't jinx it anymore, so.
As well. Pancada and Les individually, just outstanding performance from them. Even then, you have to mention the others. Sadak, Aspas, Sassy. That clutch from Sassy, ridiculous. And we get it now, the dream. Lined up for Sao Paulo. I know Josh was talking about it earlier.
Can you imagine?
Brazil will carry the title into that event next year.
That's what I think everyone's looking forward to now. The region has a champion to follow, to cheer for, to set the bar once again, to carry that flag forward. But you're right, bringing that trophy all the way home. That's, it feels almost scripted. It almost feels scripted. Oh man, let's take a glimpse back. Let's have a look back at some of the moments that led to this. At least
Dude, that last round,
again,
like after that second shot, it was just fate at that point.
This rivalry,
it was literally just fate at that point.
This is the best I've ever seen Loud, flat out.
Absolutely, and just to think as well, there were so many times
Dude,
where both
he didn't even dodge a flash, and he turned around,
because this is a comfort
and
zone
still
matchup,
one-boarded him.
They're so well versed. They know each other so well. That's even to think about actually.
And also Sassy's 1v2 there, holy fuck.
Really taking the fight to the back lines of Loud.
He's gonna be MVP.
Looking to disrupt them as much as possible. That's Loud.
Statistically throughout the tournament or through the finals?
Back onto Breeze then. It was just such
are you asking about finals or through the tournament?
Classico does certainly hold up to its price at this again. Look at it. Any other day, Marv would have held that, and we know it. You know it. But these moments, these pressure scenarios, these stages, bring the best out of it. And this,
honestly,
an ace at this point. Come on, Les. Come on.
If you're talking about the series, I would have to say either
just heroics on both sides of the coin.
Aspas or Les, one of the two.
Every single player has been just formidable from start
That's what
to
I would
finish.
say.
It's been an honor being
I've
part
seen
of that
so
journey,
many
part
big,
of that experience, because for
like,
some reason
big
we always
plays
seem
from
to cast
Les.
the matchups, and they've always been so good. And again, for you guys at home to get your thoughts through to us down below, get the MVP vote going. I mean, where would you go with this? Where would you call this one?
Honestly, I've got to give this to either Aspas or Les. I think individually some of these rounds, just you come back to that word once again, heroics. And that's even okay. You got Sassy in that mix as well. That clutch, honestly, was outrageous on Haven.
Mike, it's been an absolute honor to once again be part of this, part of the experience with you guys at home, finally having you in the building with us for those who are able to make it out here. But overall, all said and done, what a great conclusion, at least, to this year's biggest rivalry.
Absolutely, yeah. I'm just so glad we got to, and it delivered again. I mean, last time it came out,
yeah, like Aspas had some pretty big fucking moments, like some mind-blowing rounds.
Flip this one in the nature we did. We had 2 overtimes here in this series. Absolutely delivered for me.
One of the greats going down in the history books. This is one to be remembered. And honestly, thank you for having us with us. Now, for now, we're going to go back down to the stage, though, to hear from the players themselves.
The interviews.
Exactly where we want to be.
Teşekkürler Alican. Müthiş bir yılı İstanbul'da hep birlikte geride bırakıyoruz. Yüzlerce takım içerisinde binlerce oyuncunun mücadelesine hep birlikte milyonlar olarak tanıklık ettik. Artık tabii ki şampiyonun kupaya ulaşma zamanı geldi. 2022 Valorant Champions turnuvasını kazananı Loud.
Oh, they put a stuffy in the trophy. Oh yeah, no, Kade, when are we picking up the car? Like, what time are we picking up the car? That's what I meant to say. It's probably heaviest. Dude. You need the house around 350. Okay. No, when we won a trophy too, like, I didn't want to hold the trophy just because I fucking thought I was gonna drop it.
Karşılarına çıkan her takımı mağlup
I
etmeyi
thought I was gonna pull a
başardılar.
device and just fucking
Optic
break the
hep bir
trophy.
engel teşkil etti Reykjavik'te başlayan bir serüvende ve tabii ki özellikle onlara karşı kazanıyor olmak çok farklı olsa gerek. Onlarla bir röportajımız olacak tabii ki ama öncelikle kendilerine kupa kadar eşsiz bir hediye veriyor olacağız. Kendi radyanit küplerini alacaklar. Hediyeleri olan radyanit küpleri vermek üzere Riot yetkilileri John Needham, Anna Dunlan ve Valen Rosel'i davet ediyoruz. They came here and beat every opponent they faced so far, and Optic has been the arch enemy all the international events so far this year, and they had the means to revenge here in the Champions Finals. So I'm sure it means a lot when they become the best team of 2022. And we will have our interview with them now, but we would like to give them a unique present. So please welcome to the stage Riot executives John Needham, Anna Dunlan, and Valen Rosell, who are representing and giving the Radiant cubes.
Whoa, they get personal trophies? That's so fucking cool. That is actually cool.
So thank you, John, and I am Valen. And let's hear from champions. Sadak, starting with you. You and your team just won the championship, winning against your biggest rival so far. How do you feel?
Então, vocês acabaram de ganhar o campeonato contra o seu grande rival. Sadak, como é que você se sente?
Sem palavras.
I have no words to describe this feeling.
Yes.
Öncelikle tabii Sadak turnuvayı kazandıklarını ve serinin şampiyonu olduklarını söyledim ve...
Wait. Merhaba arkadaşlar.
What did he say?
Yani burada olmanın gerçekten sözlerle ifade edilemeyeceğini söyledi kendisi. So I'm going with Les. So Les, despite being young, your performance was incredible so far. Do you have any secret?
Então, Les, apesar de você ser mais novo, sua performance foi incrível. Você tem algum segredo?
Eu acredito que o segredo é errar, tomar esporro e acertar.
So I believe my secret is actually to make mistakes, get some people complaining about you, but then getting it right.
Okay. Les'e özellikle tabii genç olduğunu ve performansının ama genç olmasına karşılık harika olduğunu sordu.
That's the only way to improve.
Özel bir sırrı olup
you improve through your fuck-ups.
Les kendisi çok hata yaptığını, hata yapmaya devam ettiğini ve daha sonrasında
like
insanların
anytime,
yaptığı hatalardan dolayı yine yakındığını
anytime you mess something up, you take like a mental note and you always think about like how you can improve it.
Going with you, what is next for the guys? What do you think? Becoming Valorant World Champion. What do you think? How are you feeling?
E aí, pancada, o que vocês têm guardado pela frente depois desse campeonato?
O que tem guardado pela frente só Deus sabe, né? A gente vai viver cada dia um após o outro, aproveitar o título agora, que foi muito importante para todos nós, então é isso aí.
So, actually getting this championship was really important to us, but sincerely speaking, only God knows what's gonna be like safe for us in the future. We're just gonna be living one day by the other and just keep walking.
Okay. Genel olarak da Pankada'ya gelecekte sizleri neler bekliyor ve dünyanın Valorant şampiyonu olduğunuz şeklinde bir soru yönelttim. Kendisi de günden güne kazanmaya devam ettiklerini ve her eventte olduğu gibi maçtan maça düşündüklerini söylediler. So, going with the Aspas. I think you can understand the question. So you have
Dude, this is some complicated translations.
Dogs,
it's being translated
of the dogs, and you plan to get more.
There's 3 different languages.
Aspas, eu acho que você entende essa pergunta.
Because he's
Você tem
feeding.
vários cachorros, 6 cachorros. Qual o significado deles?
He's saying the question in Turkish, then saying it in English, then the translator translates it. Wait.
E agora são os cachorros.
Dude, it makes like a line. It does like a line.
Uma vitória.
So those are the champion dogs.
Yeah, it goes from
like,
it goes from
two of them are
English
brought from Brazil,
to wait no, it
but
goes from
then
Turkish to
with
English
every victory that
to
we got,
Portuguese.
We decide to add
back
one more.
to English.
Okay.
So that
back to
was what become the champions dogs.
back
that
to
meant
Turkish.
one victory
There you
for
go.
each.
Okay. Aspas'a genel olarak oyuncak köpeklerin ne anlama
Wait, what's that
geldiğini,
game? What's that game? The telephone game?
Kendisi,
Where you like you whisper something in someone's ear and then like you see you see what you get after? Is that telephone?
Her galibiyete bir köpek eklediğinden bahsetti. So
It
go with you,
evolves.
Sassi. What are you thinking, and what does it mean become to champions this time?
Então, Saci, o que você está pensando e o que significa para você ter se tornado o campeão daqui?
Cara, significa muita coisa. Pra mim significa que o nosso trabalho deu certo. Então eu acho que, primeiramente, estou muito orgulhoso dos meninos, que é o Les e o Aspas, né, os mais novos. E agradecer toda a confiança do Sadhack, do Pancada, do Bazooka e de toda a Loud também. E pra mim, cara, acho que é só o começo. A gente finalmente colocou o Brasil no topo. E é o que faltava pra um jogo da Riot Games também.
So it's actually very meaningful for us. Like, it's a lot of feelings, a lot of things to think about. But first of all, I would like to thank not only like everybody that supported us, but like my teammates, like everyone brought everything that they got so far. And it also, we wanted to thank Loud for all the support and everything that was working with us in the background.
Yani genel olarak tabii ki bu şampiyonluğun kendisini ne olarak ifade
Dude,
ettiğini,
if they had like subs, that'd be
tabii ki
next gen.
organizasyonu Loud başta olmak üzere yanında olan herkese, olmayan da herkese aynı zamanda teşekkür ediyor. So, going with Coach Bazooka. I mean, you have been so good so far. And what are your thoughts on Valorant event happening at your home ground in next February at Brazil?
I mean, we're really happy that we won here, and we have a lot of expectations to play in our home in Brazil as well. I think the crowd here was amazing, and I'm sure the Brazilian fans. And vamos.
Nah, dude, I wouldn't be able to go. I personally cannot go ball. It wouldn't work for me.
Koç'a genelde şöyle bir soru
Would not work for me.
Tabii ki bildiğiniz gibi 2023 Valorant Champions Tour içerisinde Brezilya'da başlayacak olan sezonla alakalı ev sahibi olmanın kendilerine nasıl hissiyat verdiğini sordum. Kendisi tabii ki evde olmak çok güzel bir duygu olacak ama buradaki izleyici de bizi gerçekten çok etkiledi ve sizlere de çok teşekkür ediyor Koç Bazooka. Ve son bir kez daha 2022 Valorant Champions'a burada şöyle kocaman bir alkış. And personally, thank you and congrats everyone. And I'm gonna be tossing back to Hostess.
Thank you very much, Vlad. Thank you very much, Vlad. What a multilingual king. But I gotta say, what a moment for Loud. This was the super team. After all of the ups, the downs they've been through, they finally have a trophy to show for it.
Finally, and for the first time, a trophy going to Brazil. What a moment for them to end their year on. They had their humbling experience at Copenhagen. Yeah. Now they've come back here and are the champions.
Everybody was talking about the parity from different regions at this event, and now we finally see a trophy from a region that isn't North America or EMEA. And it just means that America's region heading into 2023 is going to be so stacked. There's a trophy headed to Sao Paulo, owned by the Brazilian team. The crowd is going to go nuts. And what a place to try and defend
Isn't
your reputation as
isn't
the best team in Valorant.
I mean,
the
next year is
NA
just gonna be
and
absolutely
Brazilian
nuts. But honestly, this has just
league,
made waves,
isn't
I
it
think,
getting
as well in the entirety of esports, not just
what's it
Valorant
called?
itself
Getting
as
combined?
well. Because this kind of regional parity, this is
Big
at the very
merge,
beginning of the game, you know?
Yeah.
This is only going to continue further as well, as each region has developed further and further and further. And Loud, I mean, what a momentous
all
effort.
of
their losses
America's
did not go to
as a
waste.
whole.
They learned from them, and they have brought a trophy home to Brazil.
I mean, we've been fighting about NA versus EU all year, but we were just all wrong. NA and EU are not as good as Brazil, Mimi. They are the superior region.
It really does seem so, and I just love it. To have the moment for these guys, the story throughout this year has been exceptional. 3 young players, 2 players that have been working for so long to make this happen, that have always been representing Brazil. It really is momentous.
You saw the emotion from these guys when they first won the game as well, and they realized that they'd completed their dreams. You heard Sassy talking about it earlier as well. He never got an opportunity to win an international League of Legends event, and he was just hoping that